For now.
I might be able to get the menu for this new character.
He's Lord of Plagues from Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, and Fantasy.
Nice. So I can just get a $10 version and have them print it out.
So, are you ready? Do you want to take a seat, or are you going to eat over here first? All right, cool. Well, that's fine. A couple of you guys can still eat while we go through some stuff. So, last time, licking the wounds after losing Theodosia, the Half-Elf Cleric Rogue to the petrifying gaze of a terrifying Basilisk that was blessed by the fell deity Rovagug. Some of our adventurers pushed forward towards the House of the Beast. Chandrasekhar remained behind to perform the rites of the setting sun for Theodosia so that her soul could move on to the next world and find, or should it move on to the next world, find peace. On the trek forward, Benjamin, Branwen, and Tordek encountered Ari, a human rogue that informs them that she is seeking her quarry, Leng, a slave trader that she has tracked to the House of the Beast. The adventurers joined forces to storm the fallen temple to Rovagug. Making it to the House of the Beast, our adventurers managed to break into the main structure and dive deep into the heart of the temple, unexpectedly arriving in the throne room of the Carrion King. Underprepared and overwhelmed by the power of the Carrion King and his monstrous thrall, the party is decimated. Ari devoured by the massive worm, Benjamin banished in a burst of flame, and Tordek incapacitated and captured. The last one standing, Branwen and Jonan, our half-orc druid, retreated and fled into the night. That's where we're picking up today. Branwen, you run. You exit the temple into the night, and you see behind you is the red room, almost burning in its engorged form in the sky. And you continue running out the entryway that you had snuck in through, running past all the howls and the barks in the night. You run up the trail, not looking back. The images of Ben and Tordek broken in your mind by the attacks of the Carrion King. The chitinous shell and the shredding capacity it had on Ari, her body torn asunder and swallowed whole. That emptiness inside you, now you can see what was in there. The darkness that filled you in your journey to the House of the Beast now has form, now has light. And you realize that there's a reason why the darkness is there. It's to hide the monstrosities of the dark. You continue to run out far back, as far as you can. Minutes pass, 20, 30. You feel yourself tiring as you make it up around the cliffside, and you feel yourself fatiguing, unable to maintain your pace. You slow down, and you have to stop finally to catch your breath, only to find yourself at that familiar opening in the cliffside where you had set to rest 2 nights before. The place where you had lost eggs and a thief. The night is cold, and you hear incessant howling, non-stop, ever-growing. It almost taunts you, gloating for its victory over those who stand against it. What do you do?
I keep running.
You roll me a Constitution check. Saving throw, actually.
18.
Your legs are burning. Your lungs are your chest is puffing in and out. Your lungs are also on fire. But you take a deep breath, almost feeling the pressure cave in on your chest. You keep running. You take 2 points of exhaustion from this. You ran for 40 minutes straight to get to where you are. You're tired, but you push yourself to keep running and you maintain the same pace. And you keep running. You follow the same path that you took in.
It's a path I know.
You run for another 10, 15 minutes, and you make it to that hill where you slay the dragon. And you know just beyond this 300 feet is Chandra. You keep running. Chandra, this entire day, as soon as you awakened, you felt the calling of Serenity. One that you normally do not hear. Not Mumbazi's voice, not any emissary, but a simple intuition within you, telling you to perform the rites. Rites that you've seen Mumbazi perform over the graves of many heroes in the past. Rites that were performed for Mumbazi himself. Normally in a sacred holy place of Serenity. You know that should this be the final resting place of Theodosia, that this place should be sanctified. And she be given a path home, should she choose to move on, should there be no way to get her back. You sent the others on their way, being ensured that they would not get into more trouble, and ensuring them that you will find them the next day, as soon as the sun rises. And you began your day-long task of prayers, scriptures, rituals. And as night came, you felt the closing of the ritual coming near. Tired yourself, you continue, knowing that once the sun sets on Theo today, you are able to complete your task. As soon as the sun sets, as the red glow of the evening sky dissipates, you almost feel a relief as you continue your prayers for the next 2 hours. Later in the evening, you finish. You feel a voice. You hear inside your heart. It is done. You have done all you can for her. Here is not where pain stops. And as that voice fades away, the cool night suddenly illuminates in red, and you turn away from the cave and look up to the sky. The moon has turned crimson red, and howls grow in the distance. Roll me a religion check, just to see if you can tell what this omen means.
That is a 17. Also, the music when it goes to the violin part is very loud. I can't hear you.
Okay. Turn it down just a little bit.
Just a little bit lower.
All right. Is there any part you want me to repeat?
17.
Okay. Is there anything you need me to repeat?
No.
Okay.
No, I have the stream on so I can hear too. Just delayed.
Your patron is not Desna, not Lamashtu, the Lady of the Grave. Fresno, thank you.
How about some wine?
Pretty son.
Fine, I'll take it.
With a 17, you look up and you see the omens. The cool wind that's been caressing this field, this stream, stops. The howling growing in the distance. These aren't signs of the dawn martyr. These aren't signs of the Lady of the Grave. It's almost like as if a hunger has been not satiated, but touched upon. Something dark has fed very recently. That darkness is coming. And you turn towards the hill leading up, hoping to meet your friends, only to see running down a bloodied, broken, and tired half-elf.
Chandra kind of already feels it. And he's just going to see how close is Brad now?
Branwen made it down to the hill, and as soon as you two see each other, what do you do, Brad?
I think she collapses at that point. She just falls straight to her knees. I don't think she can move anymore.
Roughly about 50 feet away, not that far.
I would have run out to meet her, and yeah.
Branwen collapses from the fatigue and running this distance, roll me another Constitution saving throw.
No.
17.
17.
Perfect.
You run up and you see that Branwen is drenched in cold sweat. The blood that's caked all over her body is now almost looks fresh. It's you're so encumbered by this. You take 2 more points of exhaustion
Jesus Christ.
as she collapses in front of you.
I'm gonna try to catch her. I'm gonna either if I fail to catch her, I'm gonna try to at least.
You run over and you're able to catch her as she crumbles into your hands.
Oh no. Your hit point maximum is halved.
I'm at 15.
You have half speed and you have disadvantage on everything.
Brad.
They're all gone.
No. You're fine. It's
I lost them all.
Rest.
I couldn't save them.
Rest now. I know. if I heal her, I'm gonna try to dump all of the healing hands that I have.
Bran, how many hit points do you have?
I was over my half maximum, so I'm at straight 50.
Your half is 50?
No, my 15. My
Yeah.
total is 30.
I gotcha.
Were you fully healed leaving?
No, I was at 28.
Okay. You heal her and you notice that there were no physical wounds on her. She's totally drained of energy.
Bran, let's get inside. You need the rest first. We'll figure it out later.
She kind of just dissolves into tears and doesn't say anything else and follows you, or tries to as best she can with half speed. They weren't sprinting there, I hope.
I'm as I kind of walk her. Yeah, no. As I walk her back to the cave, I'm just gonna kind of like console her, and be like, "You did fine. You did fine, Ryan. Yeah, don't worry. You did fine."
What do you guys do? The howling remains constant through the night. It's almost as if when one pack of gnolls stops, the next begins in an endless cycle. It's going to be hard to find rest, but that depends on how adamant you are.
I think I'll try to. She's kind of catatonic right now.
Chandra, you bring her back to the cavern, and you place her at the foot of the statue of Thea. And her sobbing subsides, and Bran almost goes limp, but she still walks with you as you set her down. And you see her eyes are just staring off into space, unmoving, empty tonight. What do you do?
Yes, Bran. I'll watch over you. It'll be fine. You did fine. We'll figure it out, and that's all we can do. So we can't do anything with you exhausted like this. You need to find some sleep.
So do you guys rest for the night?
Try to.
Chandra, roll me a wisdom saving throw to try to find some level of peace. You're not tired, you haven't spent any spells, but this is whether or not you can take your rest.
Non-natural 20.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm going to place myself between kind of the opening of the cave where I could probably see a little bit better, and also be able to keep an eye on Bran the entire time.
Branwen doesn't move the entire night. She doesn't sleep. Her eyes still open, staring off into the distance. And give me a perception check.
That is going to be a 13.
13. Okay. It's hard to hear anything that could be approaching, so you are remaining vigilant in a very visual manner, constantly scanning. Footsteps seem muffled. The stream seems muffled in this chorus of gnolls that almost seem to surround the entire range of mountains now. You don't see anything.
Question is, can I put a hand on Brand's shoulder and cast guidance and try to affect some, like, her being able to rest at all?
I'll let you cast guidance. It lasts for 1 minute, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to try to.
Guidance is for skill checks, I believe, and bless is for saving throws.
Yes. Saving throws and attacks is bless. Guidance is skill checks, I believe.
Ability checks.
Ability checks.
Roll for sleep.
I mean, don't we do that every night? Sometimes he's just like, you're awake for
Okay.
hours.
Can it actually help her
Like,
sleeping at all?
Bren,
There are enemies nearby.
do you try to rest?
I don't know if she can with the howling.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh wait. Oh, wait, no,
At
save it.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Oh, that's not gonna get better.
9.
9. Now roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
At disadvantage.
Oh, but that's right. Because of that exhaustion.
6.
At a certain point in the night, Chandra, you look over and you see Branwen is just slumped over, her eyes closed, still breathing, very shallow. And you hear, you don't hear, you see her eyes, as her head lolls back every once in a while, just twitch and scrunch, her face wincing in what seems like pain. Branwen, you fall unconscious from the fatigue, from the just sheer physical stress you've been through. But your mind is racing. You see the image of a new companion that came into your life not a day ago, devoured whole, the darkness enveloping her. Ben being felled with a great axe of the Carrion King. Flames devouring his body. And Tordek. Wrong dwarf. Wrong dwarf. Tordek.
It's okay, they all look the same.
Tordek, not the but your mind begins to imagine every possible thing that could be doing to him. His flesh being ripped apart from limb and every extremity. His chest split open and his organs just being tinkered with. You just see your friend screaming, his eyes screaming in silence. And the howling continues in your dreams. You will not gain more exhaustion. You will not lose any exhaustion. You will get your spells back. But it is a rough night. Chandra, you can keep watch a vigilant watch all night that might result in a potential exhaustion point. Or at a certain point, you could take sit down for about 4 hours and let yourself just drift for a moment. It's up to you.
I'm gonna try to vigilant watches, and I'm just gonna stand in front of the cave entrance, right?
Yeah. Well, vigilant watches you making perception checks every 2 hours, and making sure that nothing's sneaking upon you. And that is a little bit too active for you to be getting rest.
I think at this point, I'm more concerned about Bran than watching out everything. If something comes in, we'll deal with it. We'll try to deal with it afterwards. So I'm going to be sitting in that same position, around in the middle where I can see the entrance, but then I'm also being able to see Bran the entire time.
Okay. So the night goes on. We'll leave Branwen and Chandra in their camp. Back at the House of the Beast. Interestingly enough, the call of the Carrion King has drawn attention from many different corners of this region. Some who come for curiosity, some who come for a divine calling. Amari, Otto. About a day ago, you two had made your way to the House of the Beast and decided to stake it out for a while. You've seen slaves come and go. You've seen people get dragged in and brought to different areas within the temple grounds. This night, you saw something interesting. 4 brave souls,
That's a word for it.
well armed, and seemingly fairly skilled, enter into the grounds as the sun begins to set. You two decided to keep a close watch at a very good distance.
Conservative distance.
Yeah, very conservative distance. And you watch them eliminate the Gnoll guards.
The gold.
The Golnards. No. The Gnoll guards who were keeping watch outside of the temple. At a door that normally isn't used for entry and exit. It has been sealed due to wear and tear over time. But you notice they managed to break it down, make their way in. And as the door closes, you see more gnolls surround that area, trying to break in the door, but not being able to. You just keep a watch of the area. The temple is put on guard. Flames and torches are being lit all over. As you see more and more gnolls, you count up to about 50 gnolls surround the temple. And all of a sudden you hear a deep growl, low howl begin to echo out of the temple itself. Moments later, and actually before that, as the howl grows and echoes and reverberates through the mountain, there's a moment of silence, almost a minute, not a little bit more. You hear rumbling of earth. The gnolls back away and seem to go about their business again, putting out their torches. The temple goes silent. Then suddenly the doors swing opens. You see one of the party members of this group, this band, runs out. And as she does, you saw right before the moon just grow red. And she runs. And the howling begins again, as you've witnessed every night. The howling just grows around you, but this time louder, obnoxious, goading you. An unholy stench almost bursts out. Both of you sense this entity, powerful, dark, hungry, something deep within this place is challenging every scion of goodness in this region now that it has been fed. And as this person runs, give me a perception check, both of you.
First roll the character.
D20?
D20.
Yep.
Okay. 7.
And then
Plus.
what's your modifiers?
Perception.
Oh, perception 2. So that would be 9.
Okay. And then
Oh boy.
Mari.
Hey,
That's going to be a straight 15.
Okay.
not the vicarious 15.
Otto. Otto, you see this being, this person run. Their cloak flowing in the wind. And you keep your eyes on them. Amari, you hear footsteps. And you pull Otto back behind the rocks.
In character.
And you peek up and you see, about a minute after she breaks through that line, the barricade, that you saw her party come through. A band of gnomes sniffing at the ground. Looking up and just with a drive and purpose, well, not with any speed, begin to walk out.
Pursue predator.
How do you say following her?
Give me a insight check.
Oh boy.
Gesture, because you don't notice this. She pulls you back, but you're still kind of looking.
Don't need that.
Otto,
You can
you're kind of like still looking out the other way.
I'm going to casually gesture to him to
So
look
right
for accent. Like,
Your companion, who you came with, you see her fingers right in front of your face, point, and you look and you see a band of about 10 gnolls.
oh boy. That would be a 3.
They're hard to read,
No. It's 'cause they
but
But I also pass the information, like, hand gesture. Oh, wait. Going to cast send. Wait, no, not sending.
message.
Message. Gonna pull
Okay.
out
Your string.
wire
Uh-huh.
and Auto about 50 paces back. The other response, 10 knows. Can you see what they're doing?
No
All right,
problem.
Give me an insight check.
Wait, which dice?
So D20 again, and then roll
D20.
insight. Yep.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Oh, that's dead.
13
Plus your insight.
Okay.
Insight will be
That's why I
2.
get so much
That
respect.
is 15.
15. These are, the leader seems to be a hunter, and he seems to be tracking whatever left the tracks that he is now in pursuit of. And you can only assume that it is the creature that you saw running away. Do you relay that back to Amari?
Yeah.
You can reply to this message.
So it's a hunter, right?
Huh? It's the first one seems to be of a hunter variety.
And it's tracking the bird.
Yes.
Alright, so apparently the knoll
You have to do it like the message.
is tracking the one person you just saw run out. This is what I could understand from what I was seeing.
You're supposed to do it so the guy in the TV can hear you.
I'm going to recast message. Do you want to follow or stay put and stay safe? You can reply to this message.
I'd like to follow.
So, to both of you,
That's part of it.
roll me stealth checks.
Before
yes.
that, real quick, is invisibility a concentration?
I believe it
Does
is.
it have the C mark on the spell?
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, boy.
That's how you know.
Is it for just one person?
You can cast it at a higher level for more than one person.
Oh, wait, it's second level, and so I could do it at
Third level.
third
to add a
level,
person.
and I can do those because I'm no longer done
Hey,
yet.
No
Yep.
longer.
So third. Oh, I should mark these.
Yes, you can.
Let's see. Question. It's on one of my specially prepared spells. That's on the on one instrument.
Oh, so you're using that. So
Yeah.
mark that off the instrument. So that you,
Can
you
I
just
say
know.
that I use that as a third level? Or would I mark that off of my third level
I've-
or off of my instrument?
Let me check the instrument because the
The
instrument.
instrument has 1, 2, and 3 level spells. Like it's all over the
No, it would
place.
cast it at.
Because I think I've had
It
one
all
of-
casts at third level.
I've had one of those before. I think they cast at specific levels depending on the spell.
Okay, it's
It's one of the bardic instruments.
yeah,
that-
it's probably third level then because the highest on there is third level, and you can't cast lower than third level on third level spells.
No, you
You have the Cly, right?
No, I have
Knave?
these are all words.
oh yeah, it's the mandolin. Can't Knave mandolin.
Yes. Okay.
I'm like Knave is an instrument.
I love your hair right now.
Because he told me that I have 3 spell slots on there.
That one will only cast it at the level of the spell, I'm going to say.
So whatever the base level of whatever spell it is.
So you'll be casting it at level 1, level 2,
Level 2?
so only one person, and you still have to maintain concentration on it. The instrument doesn't.
Yeah. Understood. I was just trying to see if I could
Yeah.
get both of us.
Do you have invisibility prepared? Or is that one of your spells? No, right?
I don't need it's on my instrument. I
Yeah.
don't need to prepare that.
Where do I find yours?
Oh, it's not
It's in the DMG.
one sec. Can I just take a look?
Yeah.
I'm pretty dexterous, so I could be good at stealth. Where's your dexterity?
I don't think he's
Dexterity is 14.
Alright,
14.
I'm going to slide my thumb across the mandolin that's on my hip and touch his shoulder, and he's going to go invisible while I stay in the shadows
Okay.
and follow a good distance behind.
Gotcha. So, Amari, you reach down onto the Canadian mandolin, and as you rub your finger up the G string, sorry, I'm a child. I'm sure Michael does not appreciate that one. A note reverberates out in such a low tone, and you feel the vibration of the string, and it almost refracts the light around Otto. As you flick up your hand, the magic apparates around him, and his figure goes invisible. Otto, you're now invisible. You have advantage on stealth checks, and
All
creatures have disadvantage when they're trying to see you. So when you roll for stealth, you may roll twice for the next hour and take the highest roll. So roll one more time for your stealth because you rolled once already, right?
All right. Do I do a
D20?
D20?
No, we haven't rolled for stealth yet.
Okay, so
That's-
neither of you guys have rolled for
That's
stealth yet.
perception.
So as you two begin to pursue these gnolls, go ahead and roll for stealth and roll for advantage, Otto.
Roll twice and take the higher.
2.
Roll again and take the better one.
Oh.
That's advantage.
That is
6. And 6 plus, stealth is 2.
Okay, 6 plus stealth is 2. Okay.
Okay, and then I have oh wow, that's significantly lower than my last character. That would be only a 16.
Okay, 16.
16 and 8.
I'm on.
With advantage.
Can you see me?
All right.
I'll tell this now.
So
The spell only works if I cast it. You don't. You're just whispering.
So you rolled a what?
An
8.
Yeah, an
He's
8.
just putting his hands up to his mouth.
All right. 1 second, please.
Mara does the robot.
Amari.
Amari.
You mean the automaton?
That's you're correct.
Or what is it for artificers?
Automaton.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Durston's runs a shop
I would like to
by
take this
automatons now.
to mention how much I miss you guys.
I miss you too.
Give me a hug.
Yo.
Digitally.
I don't know anything about what's going on, but I miss you.
Yay!
Yeah.
Group hug.
All right. So
Give a nice big one when you come back.
I have stealth as one of my
One of the big.
like it used to be +9.
okay. So Otto, as you run forward, your armor clacks against itself, and Amar, you hearing this, just back up a lot farther, and staying within, I'm going to say 60 feet. Otto and Amar, you're taking 120 feet just to be a little bit farther back, because you can definitely hear Otto. You peep out and you see the gnolls continue running as the one that's leading the pack stops and turns, and you notice that he is listening right now. What are you doing?
How far away is Otto from me?
60 feet ahead.
60 feet. Alright, I'm going to cast message again because that's like, internal
Yeah.
thinking, right? Otto, stay where you are. They're suspicious. Don't move, don't make a sound.
Otto stops moving. It goes quiet for a moment, but then the howling picks up almost instantly as the last round of howls end. And Noel listens. As it runs off and continues moving forward. They seem dead set on this quarry. And you two continue to pursue.
Further behind this time.
You pull Otto back to 30 feet in front of you, and you stay within that 30.
I want to think of
And
cool
every
entrance.
once in a while, I'll like send a message to say like, watch out, that area doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit more nimbler than he is.
I'm the headstrong one.
Staying this far behind is easy to kind of stay out of their audible range, just because
Audible.
the entire valley is now filled with howls. So using the howling, you're able to make up for the lost distance every couple of seconds. We'll get back to you. Laura, Yarvin,
Oi!
it's a bit harder for you two to be sneaky.
I
You have been brought here just because of the hints of an artifact that might exist deep within the ruins, or at least you were ensured that they might be ruins of the House of the Beast deep in the lands of Katapesh. You make it there, and they're not abandoned ruins. They are quite...
There's only so much you can do with a note of a note of a note.
They are quite filled and well guarded, and you made it here within the last day, the last sunrise. But you didn't make it into the valley. You actually came from the back end, a little bit higher on the cliff edge that surrounds the area. Arriving that day, not only seeing this place overrun and infested with gnolls. You saw some lizard men that seemed to be coming in and out of a side peripheral building. Give me an intelligence check, both of you, to see if you recognize these creatures.
Hey. That's a mighty 8.
The mighty 8.
Hey.
Oh, I'm guessing this is the straight modifier.
Yeah, history of intelligence.
Is it history?
Intelligence, nature.
Oi, nope. Still 8.
Let's do it. Let's do that. 15.
15. Everyone, you've seen these monstrous folk before. They are known as troglodytes. Just a race of sentient subterranean lizard folk that tend to be dubious in nature. They seem to be living in some sort of contentious relation with the gnolls here. They seem to avoid the gnolls where they can. The gnolls seem to avoid their structure where they can. As you keep an eye out during the day, you made it to the ridge about mid-sun. You saw a giant spider emerge from one of the minarets and climb down the tower and make its way towards you two in the mountains, deciding that it's not too safe to stay in the grounds of such a large creature. You make it a little bit farther down the side of where you're standing on the high edge of the cliff, and just keep an eye out just for potential
Blind
gaps and blind spots in their security. There are plenty of blind spots. It's just there are a lot more gnolls.
Once you get past the blind spot, there's people inside. And
Sorry, that's a weird noise.
so, Troglodytes sound like.
You stay there, just keeping watch over the next day. And as the sun begins to set, you see an interesting sight. This day you saw some slaves being brought from one building to the next, and a lot of movement interior-wise. And then a group of, you did not see the gnolls in the morning. You notice a band of 4 humanoid creatures enter. And then behind them, what seems to be 2 humanoid creatures hiding in the grounds.
Bright pink.
Bright pink and shiny ass armor.
We're so stealthy, guys.
But the gnolls don't seem to notice those 2. Just as the sun begins to set, you see this band of 4 break into the main temple structure. And then not even hours later, like 5 minutes later. It's not bad. You guys weren't in there that long.
Big difference.
You snuck down there, so yeah, maybe it took 10 to 15 minutes to get all the way down, but you skipped most of the
Finish our
things
suffering.
going down. And then that battle probably took a minute, and you bolted out. So it quickly, about maybe 10, 15 minutes later, you see bolting out. Just barely making out this figure. As far as you are and with how dark it is, you're only able to make it out because above you the sun, the moon turns red and illuminates the entire valley with this crimson light. And you see this figure run off into the distance. Minutes later, a band of gnolls run off after her. And then you see the figure in pink, which now looks like white because it's red sun, pursues stealthily. What do you 2 do?
We saw Ben Knowles and then Bright Pink. And then
But the
You see the fellow in the shining armor?
No, he's invisible.
I know, you saw him. We saw him.
You saw him earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
As the sun was setting.
Yeah, so we basically
Shining.
saw you two
Yeah.
walking in.
Saw. I wasn't sure see or
No,
saw.
It
Clarification.
wasn't what I was expecting coming over here.
I wasn't expecting anyone. You were supposed to expect anyone.
I was just expecting. Well, I mean, some.
Really? You were expecting no one.
I mean,
We could still kill you. Where we go?
I mean,
You want to?
always.
Hey, good news. A soul. Pick one who's probably going to get yourself killed. Running that way. Approaching a big old band of them. Why don't you go and kill them?
I'm glad I'm not there to hear that.
Whose phone is this?
Oh, that's mine.
Okay, go here. I was like, wow.
I don't know.
I'll turn it off right now.
No. I was just wondering. It's fine. It didn't go off.
It's mostly purple, but the pink covers the heads.
Yeah.
The house will still be here later.
Long time no see. I'm back, guys.
We'll be here later, and I don't know if we're coming back.
I don't know. No. If we did come back, I'll definitely be ready to take them down.
Don't whisper too much, guys. There's a
Oh,
microphone
yeah.
right there.
Hey,
Stage whisper.
Chill.
seriously though.
Like I would know like who
You would know?
Yes, I would know like who the Norse worship, right? Like when
Yes, with you definitely know that Gnolls and most monstrous races of your ilk and your kin, and Gnolls being a very far relative, worship Lamashtu. This is not a temple to the goddess that you were born from. This is a temple to Rovagug, the Devourer.
Don't worry, big guy. I'm sure we'll be back to smash it to smithereens tomorrow.
as long as they all die, I am okay with
Try the
it.
last one of them.
Let's
Let's go.
do it.
I don't doubt it, but 1 against 5 doesn't seem like the best odds. She might use her hand.
Let's go check it out.
Here.
Let's go check it out.
I want to
First.
perch on his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Lead the way!
So you two are heading where?
Wait, what is?
In the direction of yeah.
I'm just thinking of the height difference between Ben and Tordek.
Yeah.
Well, the scales.
Ronnie,
Yeah.
he's laying on the shoulder of a dwarf who goes up to me.
Trust me, the scales have changed. The scales have changed.
Traveling at a pretty good distance. You guys are about 100 feet up above this cliff, and you're able to use it to track above.
We're doing like a Kronk and Yzma style thing.
I'm picturing that.
Hold the lever, Ben.
I'm okay if you just eventually go to Yzma. That's
Yeah.
fine. You guys are still figuring these characters
I
out.
can't do an Eartha Kitt impression. I've tried.
But you two begin to just run as Yarvum. You just have Laura on your back, and you're running on this cliffside, keeping an eye down on her. It's hard to see her. She is small. You are 100 feet away, and it is dark.
I can help him.
And
Rather,
you notice at a certain point, this figure slows down a bit.
We figured out how to move together by now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in a cartoon or like
it's like a fastball special, but not as exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it could be.
But
With
you
the right music.
you managed to keep up with them, and traveling at a better pace. You guys saw this figure that ran out, the first figure booking, and keeping an eye on her. You saw her run off into the darkness, and she just disappeared, and she just kept running. The Gnolls are definitely running at a much more reasonable pace, but they will make up to her if she stops for more than like 10 minutes. They'll catch up to her. So,
Don't worry, big guy. I'm not leaving you. I'm staying right here.
Coming up there.
you proceed, and you keep up with them for a good 30, 40 minutes. An hour passes, and you're still running. And you make it to this point where the Gnolls stop at this ridge, this cliff edge, and you see they halt and they look forward, and they're laying on this massive cliff that seems to be 100 feet by like 300 feet. It's the corpse of a massive dragon.
Oh, so cool.
And the gnolls stop and they sniff it. And
Never mind.
Chandra, do you have a campfire set up?
Do I have a what?
A campfire set up? Like, did you guys set? No? So,
I don't think you know statue.
so
This isn't his arsenal.
the gnolls bow down and they sniff the dragon, and then they go down on their arms and legs, and they just begin to just smell around the dragon and just trying to pick up that scent again. The leader, getting down, walks over to the center of the path, and you see he picks up some sand that almost you guys can't tell from your distance. Just sniffs it for a second.
I also got really terrible eyesight in this character. Wisdom was not a thing that I have. That's why I carry around a pound.
Carry around a paladin.
Look at things.
At this point, the invisibility does wear off on Autumn because you guys have been tracking them for about an hour.
And
You can see me.
You guys are moving like pretty much like together at this point.
yeah,
Farther
so
back.
when I know that it's about time for it to end, I find a pretty like well hidden nook, like a little place where I can like, peek around and see, but stay out of their immediate line of sight.
You find a kind of cluster of stalagmites that it seems to be off to the running this direction, your left, and duck behind them, and just kind of peek out. You two, as you're running around this on the top of the cliff, you notice that the path below is starting to shear up, just very gradually, and eventually you're about maybe 30 feet above them on the cliffside.
Above the knolls.
Above the knolls and above this, all of a sudden, you see this small dwarven figure
Here's the shadow.
running with this human-looking female.
Oh, no, okay.
Gnomish?
Dwarf.
Gnomish.
What were you
Oh, gnomish, yeah. Sorry. Very both-looking gnome.
Not a goblin.
Yeah. That seems to be wearing a bandana and carrying what looks to be an odd warhammer, but you can't really make it out from your distance. And you see the gnolls stop and they're examining something.
I get off the shoulder perch and
Then
shades.
oh, and sunglasses.
Oh, nice. Is that?
Which are still
Yeah, you can show him the picture if you want.
Yeah, let's see this. Oh, that is.
No mania.
That is
Think Hulk Hogan, Michael,
Uh-huh.
but like just Hulk Hogan.
I would imagine a pint-sized Hulk Hogan.
So,
But
Hulk Hogan?
with sunglasses, wouldn't it be Randy Savage too, though?
Yep, you're right.
Wouldn't it be so it's basically both?
so,
like
Brother.
Randy Hogan.
That's why I was doing the "you can't see me" thing. Wrestler
Oh,
jokes.
nice.
you see, you four see as the gnoll takes a whiff of the sand, it drops it down, and it points straight forward. And all the gnolls draw their weapons and crouch down and begin to move forward.
Jordan, did you want to kill some?
How far away are they from where we are?
Yeah, all of them draw out a longbow.
Oh,
each one.
shoot.
Perfect.
And begins to sneak down.
I'll cast light.
On
Me.
touch. Okay, gotcha.
Spear.
Gotcha.
Wait, how?
You
wait,
cast
I'm
light on
to
you.
draw my
On my
dual scimitars
How far?
Okay.
and ready for when
Right.
it looks like they're about
Yeah,
to
I'm trying
attack.
to
Okay, gotcha.
I have
It isn't-
my hand, like one of them is, holding the warhammer, but also sort of readying the darts.
Okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
In case.
Just in
So one hand's back, on the Warhammer. The other one is on your
Jojo
side.
pose.
Going.
No,
Yoda, Yoda.
pulling out a dart to throw.
I'm Johnny. I don't pose.
They are going to roll. Okay. Chandra, go ahead. Nope. Yes. Okay. So they begin to travel down the hill. With their arrows knocked, but not drawn back. They begin moving forward.
Sorry, I misspoke. I cast daylight, not light.
Okay. So,
Like
do you say anything to your
I
large
asked,
friend?
I asked him, "Did you want to kill any?"
Oh, I'm more than.
Close your eyes.
How about your gaze?
Avert your gaze, dear.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
You slam your hand up into your spear and you whisper a prayer as you avert your gaze as well. You just jut your spear in to the sky.
And shoots out a beam.
A beam of light shoots out towards them.
I want to say, because it can be at a point within 60 feet, so about 20 feet above the battlefield.
All right, so
30.
you just cast a spear of light. Sorry, not
Oh
a
yeah,
beam.
daylight is like a point within range.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So you pop it right above them, and Amari and Otto,
We're
you
looking
two,
very
yeah, focusing so hard
It
on
takes
these
so much
guys.
focus when you don't have wisdom.
Yeah.
Am I able
And
to
I wanna
use
say-
Hunter's Mark?
Yes. So as you're casting, you reach out and you cast Hunter's Mark on the hunter knoll,
Yeah.
the main knoll.
I'm just gonna.
You. So
Inside voice.
you say
Well,
you,
stay
and as the knoll looks up and it's turning around, just a sun poof
actually, I wanna say
appears.
it's like a white, like a dwarf star.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
Oh wait.
First, Chandra, no need to make a check. You see daylight just spew out of the canyon that you guys had slain the dragon. Branwen, you're unconscious, just asleep. The gnolls are going to make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC or be blinded for a round. They rolled a 9, so the hunter gnoll rolled a 19.
6.
The other gnolls, regular gnolls, roll an
Regular
7.
no. Regular.
So, not only are all the other gnolls caught off guard and surprised, they are considered blinded for the first round. I need you two to give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right, Constitution. That's a D20, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
D20
Chandra,
and
you're
D20
far
is
enough that
plus.
you're not affected by this in that way. Your eyes are able to. Huh? You are about 50 feet from the actual
All right, 6.
chasm opening itself. So it will take you basically one round to get into visual range of them. Because they're uphill, so you can see them coming down.
4 plus.
So, what'd you get?
6.
6?
Yeah, I'm blind.
So both of you,
Yes.
ready to attack. Your Hunter's Smart goes off. Amar, your eyes widen because he made a noise. And then, poof, where did everyone go? It
I'm
got
not blind,
really
right?
bright.
I'm blind.
You're also blind. You saw, because you guys all have dark vision. So you can see in the dark. And now the dark is gone.
Oh no, it's
Damn
like night vision goggles when you turn the light.
And
This is why we
as this happens,
really loud.
you see the hunter gnoll manage to shield his eyes just in time as the other 9 gnolls, all of them just dodge and duck down. You see they're all rubbing their eyes. I need initiative rolls from everyone, please.
D20.
D20, add your dexterity modifier.
Whoa, shit.
No, it is.
I am not.
Yeah.
I am not going to go. I'm not going for a while.
Okay.
I got a friggin' 5.
We'll go from the top. Mari, we're going alphabetically.
Oh, dexterity, which is 14. So
So keep that number in your head.
So,
Sorry.
Amari?
17.
17. And we got to turn on the music good. 17. What? Oh, shit. Okay, good. Branwen, you're not in this combat yet?
I assume so.
Actually, give
Roll
me
your
a
network.
perception check as you hear as the light fills the area.
Why not?
Yes, that's-
I got a
16, cool. hold on to that. I'm doing it in.
I got you.
Oh, wow.
16?
16.
I'm not bad.
Light manages to kind of like seep through your eyes. As your eyes open for a second, you see Chandra stand up, and you look over and you see the chasm is lit with daylight. But you look around and there's the lights that cover the sky. Do you awaken?
Is Chandra moving away?
Chandra, what's your action at this point?
As soon as the light flashes, the first thing I'm going to turn to see Bran and see if she got woken up.
You turn and you see Bran's eyes kind of rolling open.
I'm gonna go to her and kind of like have my hands over her eyes a little bit and be like, shh.
It's like what I do with my dog.
So just like close, like just like block her eyes a little bit. So not like a dog, like Jesus Christ.
Brad,
Yeah, so you
She's not alone.
kind of cover her eyes a bit so that she doesn't get affected by the light. It's not too intense where you are. There's enough shadow being casted that you see the light. Like it's like someone opened the door.
Wait a minute.
But the light isn't shining on their eyes, but you can see the light being.
Wait a minute. I got sunglasses.
You fucking roll one more time. No. Actually, you're not wearing sunglasses at night. You're not an asshole, are you?
Yeah, you're not an asshole, are you?
Yeah, actually, you know what? He is a professional wrestler. He's the type of guy who wears sunglasses
He
indoors.
was getting ready to announce his attack, so I imagine he'd put that down.
Yeah.
You're going down.
So what'd you roll for your second one?
Roll again,
Hey.
buddy.
Okay.
Nope.
13
Oh, actually,
plus 2, that's 16.
He's not blind.
Just as the light goes off, you see shunk, and you're like, "Oh, nice! I got a spotlight now for my fight, my big ass fight with this gnoll."
I think ideas that come in handy.
I'll get you, you
It's
son
almost-
of a bitch.
It's almost as if the gods have said, "This is the time."
My time is now.
Can you please not do that right now?
Watch and learn,
Oh,
everyone.
Sorry, Branwen, you are roused. Chandra covers your eyes. Would you roll for initiative? Should you choose to want to take any initiative
Okay.
at a disadvantage?
Yes. 17.
7,
No. 14.
14.
Higher than
Yeah,
me.
goes not here. Chandra, what'd you get?
14 as well.
14. Laura, what'd you get?
11.
11. Otto,
Oh, let
you got 16, yeah?
Yep.
Yarvan,
4.
4. Okay,
That's
so,
my big guy.
Praise the sunglasses.
Nothing's changed.
well, he's not here anymore. That's Tordek. The initiative.
Oh.
At the top of the initiative, caught off guard and surprised because he didn't notice you. He does not take a round, but he's not blind. He looks back and he looks around at everyone, kind of like almost snarling and on guard. First, Noel can't take action. Amari, it's your turn.
So I'm blind.
You're blind. Yep.
Okay, may I hold an action for a spell for when I am not blind?
Cool. What spell do you want?
I'm going to hold Stinking Cloud
Gotcha.
to put
Okay.
over the group of assholes.
Okay. Cool.
Whether or not that's these two or the gnolls is to be determined.
The assholes.
Nah, it's the gnolls. So that's a range
That's okay.
of 90 feet. Would they be
Let me do this really quickly.
One would think a group of assholes would already be a stinking cloud.
That's my.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time. What's the last thing you said?
I assume that we're like fairly at a decent range from them.
Yeah, you're about 30 feet behind them as they're traveling down the hill.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm holding Stinking Cloud for when I get my eyesight again,
Yeah.
and I've got on my dual-colored mask,
Gotcha.
the white and purple.
Yes. Okay. So that's your turn, Emir. Sorry, Amari. Otto, it is your turn, yeah?
All right. First order of business. I'm throwing some darts at the hunter gnoll.
All right. So he flicks up a dart in his hand, and Otto throws one. Go ahead, roll an attack roll for your darts.
It's an automatic attack.
Oh, 15
Plus, I think
Plus.
it's plus 5.
plus 5.
20, a natural 20.
Natural
that hits. How much
Unnatural.
damage?
Yo!
1d4
1d4.
for a
which
dart.
is these.
Look on your sheet. What does it say?
It's these.
What does it say on
Let
the
me
sheet? Yeah.
1d4 plus 2.
Okay, cool. So roll that, add 2.
4.
4. And
Okay,
you,
so 6.
you can. You're a paladin. You can do that twice. No. You can make 2 attacks. So you can roll again with a d20 first.
Roll d20.
So
19!
that hits.
Plus a lot.
And then roll the d4 one more time.
4 again?
So 12 points of damage total.
I am friggin' blessed
Unless
tonight.
you want to put a smite into one of them.
Can you do that?
Yes,
Oh wait,
smite.
is it
It's
the one
a
that
ra-
is
it's-
it the one
it's-
that your hunter's marking?
Yeah, the one I'm hunting.
It's a d6.
I'm gonna beat the hell out of this hunter.
So it's an extra d6 each time if it's it has your hunter's mark on it.
Extra d6, so roll that twice.
Are you
So
four?
another 4
Did you are you hunters marking
and
the
6, so that puts it at 22.
Did you
That's not smite. by the way.
did you hunters mark the,
You see,
The hunter.
just straight up. Actually, you don't see shit.
Oh,
You guys see the gnome jump up on a rock. It's like, you're going down, brother, and just toss 2 darts.
Here's another one!
And
Baby!
just one goes in one eye, and another, and it grabs at it, and another dart just flies up, and the hunter gnome just drops dead.
And
Wow.
stay down!
I was like, if you roll a fucking 6, like, I swear to God, and you rolled a fucking 6, it has 22 hit points.
Oh
You
god.
just killed it. So
Yes!
the knoll just goes down. The
Anybody
other
want-
gnolls, all blinded, you see they look up, eyes closed, and like, each one looks horribly confused. That ends Otto's turn.
I'll be giving out autographs later!
Autographs?
This still can't do anything. It's surprised. Chandra, you see the light explode out, run over the branch, and then all of a sudden you hear off in the distance what sounds like I don't even know what to describe it as. Like, you've seen pugilist fights in Katapesh and around the places where Ambaji knows how to party sometimes. He goes around and takes you to shows. You've heard this before. It sounds like the taunts of an entertaining fighter, a gladiator of some sort, off in the distance. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn to Brad and say, "Is there some sort of show going on outside? I'm going to go check it out. You could come if you feel like you're up to it, but rest first." And I'm just going to start, like, the light and everything. I'm gonna try to book it.
All right, you book it the 50 feet. You get to the bottom of the hill, and you see 9 gnolls, arrows in one hand, longbows in the other. All of them rubbing their eyes, and a couple of them with their heads cocked up, sniffing the air, and what sounds like quizzical, like, whimpering and barks. And a dead gnoll, like, at the bottom of the group, basically about 20 feet away from this pack of gnolls. You see this well-armored gnome wearing sunglasses, similar to Ben's, but if not, a little bit more fashionable, and a bandana.
Sunglasses.
Huh?
It's got his autograph on the sunglasses.
The autographs say Otto on them. And he has a warhammer that looks to be a metal rod with plates welded to one end.
Like dinner plates?
No, like lifting plates.
Oh, okay.
It's called a doom bell.
And his hand is outstretched, and there are 2 darts stuck in the eyes of the gnolls that's dead in front of you. That you have a bonus action. Yes.
Real quick, as a bonus action, would he be able to move the hunter's mark to another one?
Yes, you can.
All right.
He moves it to another one.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
move it to a
I've
random one.
learned from
The,
Laura
The
Bailey.
next one you plan on hitting.
Yeah, just
Yes.
like maybe the 4th one to the right.
I don't know.
So Noel number 4, got it.
Yep.
So real quick, you said 50 feet, right? So then I wouldn't have a bonus action because I dashed.
Well, that's your movement and your action. You have a bonus action. Do you have any bonus action spells?
You said 50. Do I have bonus action spells?
I just want to kick an hole.
How close
You
are
are.
they? How close are they to the cliff?
You are 30 feet above these guys, and then they're 20 feet away from these guys. So they're about
How
40
far
feet
away
away
from me?
They are about 30 feet away. Oh, wait, 30 feet away from these guys. They're at the top of the hill. 100 some, about 200 plus feet. It's a 300 foot. Yeah. They're also up top.
200 feet away from me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see this and use my bonus action to relay to Brad that there's a fight.
Okay, cool.
I'll just be like, there's a fight going on, but it's not one side, not yet. I'll go help.
All right. So, Chandra, you say that to Brand. Brand, it's your turn.
Hearing that he's going to leave, I am going to wild shape into a panther and follow.
Okay, so you wild shape into a panther. Your exhaustion is not there as a panther. Yeah.
Druids, man. Really?
You have a different constitution. You have different hit points right now. You have a different form. I'm just gonna give it that you do not take your conditions into your panther form.
Okay.
So
don't fucking quit.
you turn into a panther, and your mind clears for a second, and for a moment you just feel hunger. You haven't eaten in a while, and you move forward.
I'm gonna stick next to Chandra.
All right, so Chandra, you see Panther Brand up here next to you. Her eyes are, her face is scrunched up and it stares at you almost animalistically, and then a look of familiarity appears on her face as that look drops, and she focuses on Noel in front.
I'll give Branther a little bit of a slight grin.
Brand, does your necklace appear in your animal forms?
Ooh, sure.
Yeah? So the panther, the really only recognizable thing is you see a chain around her neck. So that's both your turns, yes?
Yes.
Cool.
Now for the idiots who started the fight.
Now for the two stooges.
Another Noel rubs his eyes, and you see it blinks a moment, and it seems to look up and look around and looks past the daylight and sees you, but it can't take a turn because it's surprised. It's your turn, Laura.
Delightful.
I like your voice. It's awesome.
So, a quick question, by the way.
Yes.
Do you mind if I have Gnomish as a language for background sake?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that one of your chosen languages?
Well, it was potentially added on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Just going to fly
And since we're in
off the cliff,
Laura,
get to about next to the sun,
Yarva,
still hovering 20 feet in the air.
Otto,
Yeah.
and Amari.
I want to pick one of the gnolls that's still rubbing his eyes.
So, Noel number 6.
Ooh,
Hey.
no honor.
I'm gonna float still about 20 feet off the ground, hold my spear forward, one hand clasped to the holy symbol, and see the tiny little gnome that's making an entrance, and say, "Hello there, shiny one."
Well, you startled me, buddy.
You look up and you see this flying. What is the bird?
So you see,
describe yourself at this point because now you're seeing.
Yeah.
you see, just studded leather armor, but half cape that is this old, tattered mess of a sand camouflage robe, but covered in pockets, bags, satchels, everything. Bird, covered in white feathers from head to toe. Feet are these talons, bright, stark white feathers, and wings that shoot off of the back in a very, very wide wingspan, like much wider than they are tall. Beak that goes to kind of a pale pink.
Oh, that's cool.
And on her head is what kind of looks like a diadem, but off to one side, and kind of broached into her feathers.
Almost like a fascinating.
Yeah, like a fascinator, like you see the queen wear.
Yeah.
But she's got shield in one hand, spear in the other, pointing down, saying, "Hello, shiny one. You came to the show."
This show is No Mania. Now, what's with your
Speak
get
in
up?
common, please.
You guys have that much time to interact. What do you do with your action?
I'm gonna shoot the blind knoll.
With
Destroy.
Guiding bolt
Guiding bolt. Okay,
Good.
gotcha.
Oh,
at level 2.
I
So,
love your voice.
go ahead and roll at advantage.
Yep. That's that. Plus, that's better.
Fuck it up.
20.
20. That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Go!
Actually, no.
2s. 5, 10,
wait,
13, 14. 14 damage, radiant.
14 damage as you hit this knoll. It knocks down and you see it drops its longbow. And it begins to give off this emanating glow. Before we move on to its turn, I forgot that your turn ended and your vision returns at the end of your turn. So your stinking cloud goes off as your vision returns. You look up from where the source of the light and you see standing up there,
Oh, floating
now. On her turn, she would have saw you standing up there and just jump off the cliff as your wings unfold. This bird person, and behind her, Yavrum.
So yeah, imagine an albatross. is
Yarvum,
there.
please describe yourself.
well, nice to go. So I'm basically armor on, like just basically.
Full light armor.
Looks like there's like a breastplate. So I
Oh,
guess
you're- You're in like heavy armor?
it's medium.
Medium armor, okay. Continue.
The breastplate pretty much completely. Not with this forehead.
There's no accurate.
Mainly covered in fur. At this point, like mixture of brown and white. You okay?
No. What do you look like? Head, face.
Yeah.
One
So
arm.
what you see is the giant, like, minotaur with long horns. I'm trying to.
Minotaur
That's cool.
and a dove.
Albatross.
I feel like this is a metaphor. I not
So,
like this is a
this
children's
is-
story.
Nothing similar
Okay,
whatsoever
so
to how the model looks.
This
by the way.
large,
Yeah.
hulking beast of a minotaur standing up there. Do you have a nose ring?
No, I would have. Like early on, but
Uh-huh.
I would have taken it off.
When he was
Okay.
when he was a teen.
It's a slave. It's a,
I would have taken it off because it would have been something that my opponents could grab,
Yeah.
and that's one less thing to worry about.
and are you wielding your weapon right now, or are you readying a spell?
How far? I'm guessing I'm
They're about 40 feet away from you.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to prepare. I'm preparing to spell.
You see, as the albatross-looking female is flying above you.
That's why I said I'm
Behind him,
Yeah, I'm preparing to
this
spell.
large minotaur creature is holding out its hands aimed at the knolls and it's glowing. It's your turn though, so or it's
Did I-
not. It's your release of the spell. So what do you do?
What
does it do?
I did stinking cloud.
What?
Huh?
This is what it does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the world's biggest
20-foot
fart.
radius, sphere of yellow, nauseating gas centered at a point within range. The cloud spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. So what I want to do is I want to place it towards the furthest end of them. That way they have no choice but to come over here and
Okay.
stop their quarry.
Okay.
Oh,
So
So
you put it like so. It grabs the first 5 that's coming in.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
So that
Cool.
the rest of them are still within range, and the ones who are close to where the person looked like they were having a hard time, they're gonna have to face us if they want to try to get through.
Okay. So you aim out to the forward flank of this group, catching the first 5. The last 5 are still behind,
Mhm.
closer to you. They must make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, to beat my spell save DC.
I love this spell so much.
First one rolls a 6.
Fail.
Second one rolls an 11.
Fail.
Third one rolls a 10.
Fail.
More puking.
Fourth one rolls a 15.
Fail.
So much puking.
Fifth one rolls a 2.
Fail.
No.
Okay.
Wait, did they all
So-
Wait,
fail?
are the gnolls just
Did
throwing up?
Did they all fail?
So what does it do to them?
A spell save 16.
Oh, damn.
Cool. Can I
Spend
have some
their
fruit?
action.
So,
Each creature is
it's hiding outside of your screen.
on a failed save. The creature spends its action in that turn, reaching and reeling.
Retching.
Creatures that don't need to breathe are immune to the poison. So pretty much they're just gonna like cough the entire turn.
They spend their
Oh,
action
okay.
by
Creatures that don't need to breathe unaffected? I'm good.
These gnolls are suffering so much this game. First they're blinded, and now they can't even breathe.
And soon
Um,
far worse will happen.
Yeah, no, they
Alright,
gonna
so-
destroy
And
them.
soon
So-
far But worse you will know, happen you to know them. what? Fuck.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Yes.
So for this
We don't need them.
round-
Let's destroy them.
Alright, that's concentration, but I'm gonna run into battle anyways.
So this one is poisoned. I'm just gonna put it as poison. I wish this could do mass effect.
And I've just got the key ability. Make it really. I get have my weapon on and still cast spells before I need to.
I'm gonna try to make a dice tower.
Ask me what direction north is.
Oh my god.
You've got a Caleb in bird form.
Keep mind.
You gave it to me. You run this on yourself.
So, Laura, that ends your turn. The knoll that you just did with,
58.
just hit with guiding bolt,
Yes.
rubs its eye, and looks down on itself, seeing that it's now glowing. It doesn't do anything. It's also surprised.
No, wait. Can I say the effect of my guiding bolt is, you know how like Looney Tunes, they have stars hovering around their head?
That is what is happening.
That's exactly what it is.
Is it?
It's just got the crown of stars going.
As his vision returns, the light around him coalesces into like these poignant stars that just begin to circle his head. Yeah, there seems to be a gravitational pull towards his head now. We'll take that as the advantage. Blind and no longer blind. Blind and no longer blind.
Wait, which one did you do?
Dude, Yarmo, it's your turn.
Which one did you hit?
There were many that were blinded, like all of them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they are now no longer blind and no longer surprised.
No
But
longer.
They're puking.
yeah, most of them are.
Okay.
Yarvam, it's your turn.
Okay.
Hold your breath if you're going down, dearie.
I'm staying right here. So how many of them were not hit by
The final 5, which there are.
I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna bring my hand back and then shoot a firebolt at the farthest.
The farthest one?
Yes.
Okay, so then that would be null number.
Oh, actually, there's the number.
Null number 1. The furthest one at the front of the flank.
Yes.
Of the front of the flank.
So it's in range.
Yep. So, firebolt,
Sure.
or what are you doing?
Yeah, this-
Yeah, no.
yeah. 6. Nope.
Oh, no.
The firebolt, right?
Yeah.
Hits the
Was
ground.
that the one that wasn't guiding bolted?
No.
No.
Oh, that one is poison, is wretch. It's
Oh, okay, so that one is within the cloud.
yeah, that one's in the cloud.
Yeah.
It's also obscured, right?
Yeah,
That would have been a disadvantage
Well.
Yeah. because it's obscured for anything inside or all. It's considered.
I mean,
If it's obscured inside, it should be obscured outside too.
can't really roll
Worse than you got a 1.
the area is heavily obscured.
Yes.
Is what it says.
So,
I
it
was
would've been-
wondering,
So I
I was
rolled
wondering
one.
if the guy who was guiding bolted was within the sinking cloud, or if he was one of the 5 that was.
He is one of the ones inside. the same cloud.
All right.
Yeah.
Would that make it so like a disadvantage to
Oh, no,
hit
no,
plus
sorry.
an advantage?
I'm
make
sorry.
it a
The
straight
one
roll?
inside is not the one inside the cloud. It is the one outside.
He's outside with
Yeah.
the guiding
Yeah.
bolts.
Yeah.
So straight advantage then.
Yeah.
On that. Okay.
Yarvam, you aim into the cloud, trying to hit one of them as the cloud appears, but as you reach out your hand, you hear an arcane crackle, and you look and you see the explosion backlashes on you. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Oh, yay!
Is that
I've told you not to look down the barrel of your own spell.
Do I add modifiers?
I visibly
Fireball?
facepalm.
No, it's a cantrip.
Okay, so that's
I would like to make this
16.
reckless.
16.
Hey,
Take
can I
16 points of fire damage.
roll the
He's carrying on the
facepalm?
legacy.
You look up and see this, and you just
Thanks for the warning.
and your glasses break. I'm kidding.
No!
It's okay.
You have a
spare.
gauntlet.
Oh, no.
He's gotten used to this. He's got like super like.
They're blessed.
I was
sunglasses.
imagining like 7 spares, just like.
Like Johnny Cage.
All right, back to the top of the initiative.
Those were
No one
$600.
is sticking. It has to spend its turn
Yeah,
Okay, so
I think at the end of it,
It's gonna be more practice.
Constitution.
again,
Maybe.
that's a natural 20.
There's
Cool.
plenty of corpses in the
So
north.
at the end of it, he's able.
To save, to stop.
Yeah, to
Right.
stop. So the next turn he'd be able to
Yeah.
get out, but not this.
So
turn.
he ends his turn throwing up, and then he rights himself. Mario, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to. How far away are they from
Um,
me? As opposed
farthest
to
one is you're
Closest
20
one.
feet from the closest one.
All right, I'm gonna bolt 20 feet and attack.
Okay.
And possibly attack.
You run out, and you
Wait, can I?
no, sorry, Laura and Yarvin, you see this
Should I
line.
describe me?
Yeah, you describe yourself.
All right, so I made a picture because words are difficult.
She doesn't need words. She has heart.
Okay,
That's.
let's see.
Wait, I don't want to.
Oh, it's awesome.
All right,
Could have extra attack.
so you're gonna see this bright colors, a
Oh,
long
nice.
scarf that's wait. Can Michael see this?
Other way, yeah.
This camera sees
I
it.
can't see it with this. Not really.
She's wearing a dual-colored mask, very bright colors, and has a gold chest plate on. Other than that, it's mostly just scarves and things that flow around.
Very shiny.
And most of her face is obscured with
By
the
the mask,
mask
yeah.
that she wears. And she unleashes her 2 attacks onto the nearest
Cool.
one.
Go ahead, roll for your attacks. As you see this live figure jump out from behind the rocks, and you know that way of running where it's like legitimately 1 foot in front of the other, so it's really fast steps. And she runs up to it, pulls back both scimitars, and slash out.
That's 17 plus 7, so 24.
That hits. That definitely hits.
All right, should I roll for the next attack?
Yeah, roll for damage first on this one.
Okay. No.
One blade flashes out.
All right, let me see.
You cannot. No. Actual attack only attacks works on an attack
And
dash.
real quick, is there anyone within 5 feet of that one?
Yes. Next to it, there's that.
All right, I am going to use my flourish, slashing flourish,
Okay.
where it also hits a creature within 5 feet on the extra damage roll.
Okay. Cool.
So I use an inspiration dice
Yes.
as the extra.
So basically, what you roll on the die will slash out at the one next to it.
Yeah, so first I roll a
D8. Yes.
D6.
D6. Okay.
D6 plus 4, and then a D8, which will go to the other one.
Yes. But they both take the D8.
Yeah, they both take the D8, but I'm
Cool.
rolling for the first one first.
Go.
2 plus 4 is 6
6.
plus 5 on both. So
5.
11,
11 on the
and
first one.
5.
And then 5 on the second one.
Mhm.
16.
Oh. No, 11 was the plus 5 already on one, and the other plus 5 is to the
I got
other
it.
one.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Is it still up?
Yeah, they're both still up.
All right. Shit.
Second flourish?
I gotta take off an inspiration here.
Yes.
All right. Second
attack. Yes.
Second attack. I'm gonna.
And the flourish isn't a bonus action, right? It's just something you add on.
No, it's just something that I add on. I take away one of my
Bardic
inspirations.
inspirations, yep.
But you don't use a bonus
Yeah.
action for that.
Go ahead.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
11.
11 does not hit.
Ah.
So,
Bonus action, I'm attacking again because I got dual wield.
yeah,
With
technically, yeah.
Technically, as my fighting style, I've got 2,
Yep.
which means that as my bonus action, I can use
Inspiration spending it is not a bonus action.
No, she just said that.
That's that's part of that's the class.
That's
Yeah.
like almost a smite
That's
for her
right.
class.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Natural 18.
Okay, that one hits. Same one, right?
Same one.
Okay. And you have the extra attack feature? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's
As a sword, College of Sword.
yeah. Just wondering, just checking.
Yeah. I only use D6.
Yeah, because this is the
9.
9.
Good.
So
Okay.
it should be a total of 20 points to that one.
Yeah, still standing. It's rough. Rough.
And
As you slash out twice, and one of your blades cuts the other gnoll as it turns around, and you stab into this one's side, and you see it reaches down. It's bleeding, but it's not down yet.
I'm just gonna pose really cool or something as
You-
like a free action. Just
One blade behind your back, one blade down, and you create a cross on your back. From above, it looks really cool.
All right.
That looks sick.
And that's it, I guess.
I clap for her.
Otto, you know showmanship, and you're just
I'm clapping too.
Otto.
Bravo!
It is your turn.
Good job.
You stop clapping, and then you look down, and you see the 10 gnolls are still standing there.
Good job, Kitty. Good job.
Come on,
Now,
help out.
I have a net,
Uh-huh.
but it's also my cape, so I just take it off, and I'm gonna throw the net at the one I've got Hunter's Mark.
Okay then. So, yeah, okay. So that one's a bit. It's a bit farther down. So the closest one's 20 feet from you. This
All right.
one is 5, 10. Yeah, but 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait, if I throw it at one of them, would it affect all of them?
No, it's a 5-foot net. That's
All
like
right.
very small.
It might be better for you just to run in and start.
All right, no, I'm
just
I'm
go
beat
with
his
the
ass
hammer.
then.
You pull out the doom hammer.
You still got to get your darts in there in the stinking cloud, so that's going to take a while.
The Doom Bell.
The doom bell. Yes.
Yep.
You pull out the doom bell.
I'm gonna basically I'm gonna just wail on him with the Doom Bell.
So you run up to the one that you Hunter's Mark. That one's a little bit too far for you to get to them. That one is roughly about 60 feet away from you because it's farthest to the front.
All right. I also have a quarterstaff, but I don't know if I can do anything with that.
It's the same. I mean,
Darts.
you could. Darts, you want to throw it at the one that you Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
All right, that one's in the cloud. You're going to take disadvantage of this.
All right.
It will be hard to hit. Okay, so you pull out the dart and you toss it at the one that's inside the cloud. Go ahead, roll at disadvantage. So roll 2, take the lower roll.
Oh no! It's a 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if that would count because it fell out of the
Oh.
thing. If we want to.
Oh, they're both 8.
8 flies into the cloud. Nothing.
Oh,
Let's try another
no.
dart.
Am I able to go after one I
See
don't
how
have
many
marked?
darts you have, Nate.
All right.
Paint limitless.
I didn't write how many darts he had.
So he has 10.
Let's say I have 10.
All right. So you've used 3.
But you don't want to use another dart. You want to run up to attack.
I want to run up to attack.
All right. So you run up to the closest one, the one that's the one next to the one that Amari is attacking, and you pull out the doom bell and you slam into it. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead. Roll for attack.
That's a D20.
Oh, yeah. D20 first.
16. Wait, 19.
19.
Plus-
19
numbers.
plus 8.
That definitely hits
27.
27. Yes. So that is hitting Knoll number 9.
Now roll your damage.
All right. So damage is a D8. Wait.
Oh yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The Doom Bell. It's a +1 Doom Bell. Yes.
I don't think it is because instead of doing that,
Oh,
we
that's
gave
right.
him.
We give him a
So it's a D8. So you're gonna use this one, Nate,
and
Alright.
add shit.
and add.
3.
No. That was back when he had low. So it's a +5.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I haven't.
Yeah, so
finished
roll the
the
8, add
stats
5.
on his.
All right.
Time to banish you into the pits of despair. No.
What'd you get?
2.
2
2 plus 5, so 7.
7.
You heard something pop as you pull back, and the knoll is grabbing onto this bruised side, not looking too
poor
rough.
guy.
Stand
Um,
And then I have a quarterstaff. Am I able to hit him with that?
No, you already use your 2 attacks. So that's your turn. That ends your turn auto. That's knoll number 8, which is the one you just attacked. It's going to swing back and hit you with its spear. That is a 20 to hit. That's roll a 16 on the die. So 20 hits your armor class, I believe. What's your
armor,
AC?
armor, 8.
17. So
17.
That
So it hits. So you're going to take 7 points of piercing damage as it juts out its spear into your chest, and you just see it slips past the armor, and it begins to bleed. It's much taller than you, so it has a spear and pulls out. Does a bit of damage, but doesn't phase you. Chandra, it's your turn.
Yes. How far am I away from the nose now?
At where you are roughly. They are 20 feet from the top, and then they are flanks of 2, so they're 25 feet in. So they're 45 feet in from the top, so 255 feet away is the closest knoll. You have your Eldritch Spear, sir.
Also, the stinking cloud should be at the one closest
Oh,
to
yeah.
where he is.
You see a stinking cloud about 200 feet away.
Isn't it? Hold on. How far is that? Eldritch Spear? How far is that again?
300 feet?
300 feet.
300? Oh,
Yeah, with your spell sniper.
You could hit me with anything.
Oh no, I remember. I put the Eldritch Spear in, but then it doesn't calculate. It didn't calculate it on the D&D Beyond because it's stupid.
Yeah,
Anyways,
you have plenty of range.
which one looks hurt?
I'm gonna say they have partial cover. Well, I should have done that instead of disadvantage. They have partial cover, but that doesn't matter to you because you're a fucking spell sniper. So you want to hit which one?
Which one seems hurt? I can see the battle, right? A little bit.
Yes,
of the battle.
you.
Does it hurt?
If you snipe my kill, I swear.
Yeah, the ones in the very back seem pretty hurt, but they're kind of hidden by the cloud. You see that there's some that's right behind the cloud that are really hurt. Anything that's in the cloud has not been attacked yet.
So there's
Except
some
for
in
the
the
dead
cloud.
dog.
I'm gonna throw 2 spears into the cloud.
All right, so you're gonna hit the first
Hit one of them.
first spear. Go ahead, roll for your attack for the first spear.
That is it hit a rubber band and got caught. So.
I thought that was in like that game. Like,
That was my practice. And then that is a 21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Okay. That is. God dang it. 1. That is 6 points of damage.
6 points. It's still standing.
Oh, yeah. I was going to play this. There. The next one is a 16 to hit.
16 barely hits. Go ahead, roll for damage.
That is a 15 points of damage.
15. 2 spears. First one grazes across his chest, and as the next one comes, it pierces straight through its side as the spear dissipates. It turns back. It is barely holding on as you see it's bleeding out onto itself right now, but it is still there.
We just saw lasers come from
Do you
across
walk
the
forward?
canyon.
Yeah, I'm going to walk forward.
All right, you walk forward 30 feet. Branwen, your turn. In your jaguar form.
I walk just in front of Chandra.
All right,
Just stand guarding.
you stay within range. Basically, that's not even all your movement. I think you have 50 feet as a panther, right?
40.
Yeah. You see Branwen takes guard in front of you and growls at the gnolls up ahead. This gnoll needs to make its Constitution saving throw. 18 at 6. So that is no longer sick. Laura, it's your turn.
Hey, okay. Few of them are fucked up, yeah.
Fucked up how?
Fucked up, like, been hit a lot.
Yes. So first one is really fucked up in the cloud.
Aye.
And the 2 in the very back, that seems to be being accosted by Otto and Amari. Yes.
Hunter's mark is worn on, by the way.
And the Hunter's Mark 1 is still pretty good.
No, it was a concentration spell, and it
Oh,
was
he
7
failed?
damage that was hit, and so I had to roll. And
Okay.
you have a Constitution +2, right?
Constitution +2.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It was only +2, and you
You
rolled
rolled below
a
10.
6.
Okay.
So
So that ends.
I just wanted to keep things fair.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
And then there's the one that you guiding bolted, which is standing right outside the platform.
Hey, don't worry about him, mate. He'll be dead soon. But the one that's really fucked up inside the cliff,
Yes.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a magic missile
Okay.
at level 2. I'm going to send... What? Okay.
Oh, you're hitting something else. Okay.
Yeah,
Got you.
don't worry.
I'm like,
Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, just going to send 2 at him and 2 at the one that the lovely hooded figure is. Well, okay, no. Are you facing the same person?
We're each facing one. Tara just really wants to
No.
kill things.
Then I won't take that from you.
And I just want to be a spectacle.
I'll do 2 at the one that's fucked up and 2 at the one that he's fucking up.
Okay. So 2 at the one in the front?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 at the one front.
Okay, no, it takes. I'll do 1.
Okay. It dies.
It dies.
You just snipe straight
So,
through its chest.
What I do is I hold the spear up to the heavens, and 4 stars shoot down, surround the spear, and then I throw. That's one. The one that's super bad.
You got the one that I was also fighting, right?
The one that you're fighting is going to get the last 3.
Gotcha.
So that's 12 damage.
So,
that one.
you swing out, you spin the spear above your head, and you swing out. First missile flies straight through the head of the gnoll, leaving the pack now. It drops dead, and the other 3 missiles fly out and begin to spiral around, and they kind of make the small tornado, leading down into a singular missile strike on the gnoll that Otto is attacking.
And because I think he'll like it, I make him come in from behind so the gore sprays all over him.
So,
You're awesome.
yeah, Otto, you just see this gnoll chest explode out in blazing light.
So
and it's
cool.
Splattered with blood.
Does it get any on Mario?
No, it all miraculously escapes my
cheated?
Behind, facing Otto, no, because Otto is coming in at
Okay.
this one at a different angle than you are standing.
Just
Yeah.
making sure.
And I want to fly 50 feet towards where I saw the spears coming from.
All right, it's right at the edge of your daylight. You just begin to fly over there, and Chandra and Bran, you guys see this large bird begin to fly towards you.
Eggs?
Wait, what?
Oh, my heart. Oh.
I didn't realize that I done fucked up.
As you do this, the gnoll that you have guiding bolted,
To make her an elephant man.
Wow.
the gnoll that you had Hunter's marked picks up, no, not Hunter's marked, guiding bolted,
voltage, yeah.
picks up its longbow and shoots at you, man.
Oh, you did it!
Laura,
Oh.
it rolled a 2. Off into the distance.
It's the other white ass zombie name.
That's a trend.
Oh my gosh, our sunshine flower child.
The gnoll that was standing right in front of the one you killed with magic missile also takes a shot at you.
Right?
Everything.
That is a 18 to hit.
18, yeah.
I He's doing too much towards
You keep picking things that fly, and those are the favorite of ranged attacks.
Hey,
That's a 7 points of damage.
like
as
drawing aggro.
I agree with what you did.
an arrow flies into your armor.
Stay. Hey, come on. There we go. Oh no, daylight's gone.
Daylight disappears. As you're all plunged back into darkness, Chandra and Bran, you guys can no longer see the battle. It's too far away from you. And you can no longer see the 2 that you're flying towards. Or you have a very hard time seeing because of the moonlight. It is now Knoll number 9's turn, the one that you were attacking.
All right.
It is going to spear you in the face. It rolled a natural 1.
Yes.
So,
It stings against the mass.
Does it kill itself?
It somehow explodes.
it thrusts out against you, and the spear does hit your mass, but just in time you grab the spear, you crack it, and you jut it back into its chest, ending its life. Outside of your turn, I'm not going to count that as your turn.
That was badass.
As that Knoll reels back and it just collapses in
Far
front
more
of you.
badass than my
I know.
This one's going to do its con save to try to save against the cloud. Also rolls a natural 20. Jesus Christ. All right, next one's going to do a con save against the cloud.
This doesn't have a gag.
That's a 14 plus 0. 14 against your spell save DC. All right. 14.
He'd say dies, doesn't save, fails.
It fails.
I'm not
It
used to
stays
spell.
poisoned. As Knoll number 3 rolls a natural 19. So those only one is now currently affected by your stinging cloud.
I don't like that number.
Yarvin, it is your turn. Your face is now like steaming with the firebolt, and you're looking down, and everyone has now engaged in the battle.
Can I even still see what's going on at this point?
You have 60 feet of dark vision, yeah?
I don't.
Do you have dark vision?
Not a.
You may be right. This may be a Looney Tunes.
I don't
right
know.
here.
Not according to. It's weird. Like the
Might
actual
be some
book doesn't does not say it
There you
does, but like other sources all put like some say they do, like Arthur doesn't. Other
Let
sources say they
me check really
So,
quickly. then.
yeah.
I really hope that these are all in Otto's just sketch book.
Oh yeah, no, he brings back with him.
I mean, what if maybe what if maybe touch more?
This is how his art looks.
You know what's interesting? I think they did that to just balance it. I'm gonna give you dark vision, just
Okay.
because it doesn't make sense to be in labyrinths without dark vision.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, you have 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay, I'm more the touchy. Sorry, write it down. We're done. Okay, because that changed what I was gonna do then. So I can still.
It's like really late over there.
Well. So
I
I'm.
can still see.
Yeah,
So what do you do?
I'm. Another firebolt at.
Look, guiding bolt one. He's still alive. You get
Oh,
advantage.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll hit with the. I'll aim at the
One that's been guided bolted. So go ahead and roll your firebolt at advantage.
Alright.
Got stars floating around his head.
Okay.
Like a dog.
That is. Oh, 16.
16. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for the damage as 2d10.
Hey.
Nope, that's not.
No, you're right. Yeah.
This one's. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, of course I rolled better on me than on them. It's an 11.
11.
Actually, that's worse than what you rolled on you.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
Wait, is your character like a
You first, like the bolt hits it, and you see it's just engulfed in flame. As for a moment, the entire battlefield is illuminated. That Knoll dies.
Oh, I forgot to mention
Oh,
giant silver moon glasses on my character.
Back to Amari. It's
All
your
right.
turn.
All right.
Can take what I used to do.
Step forward. Next guy.
So there isn't anyone currently engaged with me right now.
Not engaged with you. 5 feet in front of you, over the Knoll's body, is the next two Knolls. They're in 2x2 ranks.
All right. Because
There's one left in the next rank.
there's one.
So it's like
Sorry.
it's two lined up back to back to back to back to back. You killed the last two. Now there's the
Okay.
next two, and the next two, like that. So
Alright.
there's only one
I'm
left
gonna
in.
go sort of like serpentine around to sort of make it so that I'm far enough away from anyone who isn't a knoll. So just sort of like get myself
Base to the middle.
around all of the knolls.
Okay, gotcha.
And the mask is going to go off, and I'm going to activate Radiant Consumption.
Okay.
So it's going to be a bright light again.
Yep.
Within 10 feet, surrounded by another
Dim
10
light.
feet of dim light,
Yes.
focused in on this area. And everyone in the area, which shouldn't be anyone who isn't involved, is going to take 3 points of damage each of my turns.
Mhm.
And so that was an action.
So you run up to the middle point where basically it's the edge of your stinging cloud, and you have 3 gnolls uphill, and then 5 gnolls in the cloud, one of which is dead.
Okay.
So how 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you hit basically 2 gnolls in front of you, and then you hit all of them.
Okay, cool. And when the mask goes off, it's just a brilliant
burst of light
coming out from the eyes and from the mouth, and I still have an action and a bonus action.
Yes.
All right. Who's the closest
Gnoll number
to me?
What do gnolls look like?
4 and 5. You see the one that's right in front of you? The model that's right in front of you? That one. Yep.
Oh, I'm going to attack. Are we using?
We're not using those right now.
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't been using this.
Yeah. You hit the gnolls all around you. You're gonna hit gnoll number 4, basically.
Okay, I'm hitting rolling for gnoll number 4.
Yeah.
That is a sentence.
Rolling for gnoll number 4.
That is a 22.
22 hits.
Alright, and is this one already in the stinking cloud or is it not?
This one is in the edge of the back edge of the stinking cloud.
Back edge of the stinking cloud. Alright, I am going.
But this one has saved already.
Okay, no worries. Let me just roll.
And does it take damage now?
I think it's at the end of my turn.
Okay.
Everyone takes 3 points of damage. I take 1.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I don't like that. That's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm going to use bonus action to hit him again.
Okay.
That's another 22.
Okay, that hits.
And this time I'm going to do a defensive flourish.
Okay.
Where I add the number of my bardic inspiration to my AC for the next turn.
Gotcha. So roll. What's the damage?
Do you have a pen?
What's the damage for that one?
Here, I got spare.
Let's see. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
On that one, and my AC goes up by 1.
Okay.
Alright.
So you made 1 attack, then you made a bonus action attack. What about your extra attack?
Radiant consumption, I believe, is an action to activate.
That means you don't get 2 attacks, because you have to use the attack action to
do the bonus.
To not only do the bonus action attack, to get an extra attack. Extra attack only activates if you use your action to take an attack.
All right. Would I still be able to use bonus action since I do it?
Dual wielding only works when you make an attack initially. I believe that's the wording.
That's what I believe it is as well.
You must make an attack to dual wield attack. So
could I hit, then activate, then hit?
No.
All right.
Because it burns your action to use radiant consumption. If that's the wording if that's the action.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I wouldn't have done any of that because that's not cool.
Would you have done radiant consumption?
I wouldn't have done that if I wouldn't. I would have put myself right into the middle of a fight, just be like, "Hi, hit me," and then not like attack as well. I want to do it, but I can't. This turn. So instead, I'm just going to retcon all of that and just go up to the next one.
Okay. Let me put this one back.
So mask goes on. You don't see any of that cool shit. You don't know what I look like.
Amari, you had an idea. And you're like, that looks really cool. And then you're like, no, wait, shit. Step /
Wildly impractical.
So
and I just sigh at her.
She has a lot of these ideas. Women, right?
God.
Clerics. Wait, bards.
I'm not a fucking cleric.
Hey, Tara.
I'm not gonna heal your fucking wounds.
You step up over the body.
I will.
And reluctantly slash out with 2 swords.
You're my favorite.
3 attacks then.
Yeah. But you still have 2 swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I
You roll for. Yeah, roll for that hit.
roll everything?
Actually, here. I'll take the first 2 attacks. Roll for the third attack.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a 12.
12 to hit. No.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be sad.
Yeah.
Tara's gonna be sad. But the other 2 hit, right?
Yeah, the other 2 hit.
All right.
So, all right, that ends your turn, Amari.
This battle's been fucking
Otto,
sick though so far.
It is
right?
your turn.
Otto!
Yeah, the
Medic.
next 2 in front of you are dead. There's 1 more in front of them, so it'll take you like 10 movement to get to the next one.
I feel like we're very emo.
All right.
Party right now.
Now that I've used my hammer, I'm gonna try to go in with my quarterstaff.
All right, so you stow the hammer and you switch it out with the quarterstaff and you run forward to the next one and you just whack it twice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. 2-handed or 1-handed? Quarterstaff is versatile, right?
Yeah, long life. ahead
Yes.
of you.
Yeah.
Quarterstaff is what?
Versatile.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so 2-handed.
2-handed. All right. So roll for attack first. So D20.
Plus.
9 plus 8.
Yeah, that hits. So
So of course.
is go ahead and roll for damage, which is a D8, I believe, for a quarterstaff and 2 hands,
Here you are.
and then add your 8, I believe.
5.
Strength plus 5 is 5
Oh, plus that.
plus 5, which is 10.
10.
The Carrion King's cowardly canines can't stand up to me.
4. Okay, so you hit number 4.
Thank you.
How much did you do? Sorry. 10.
10.
Go ahead and roll for your second attack.
All right.
You say this to the knoll; it doesn't seem to understand you, but it looks at you very confused.
Die!
I got 11.
More than one.
That hits again.
Plus.
Plus 8.
So it's 19. That
All right.
definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your other die,
This
Yep.
Got
one.
a strong
D8.
belt.
and then add your
6 plus 5, which is
11.
11. Yeah, 11.
I asked Paul
Um,
taking the belt.
whacking it twice across the face. It looks really, really rough. You think you broke its jaw, but it's still standing. Chandra,
I feel bad when
It's
I
your
don't
turn.
kill them.
you walk forward again?
But they're like dim lighted now, right?
No.
No.
I didn't get to do my cool thing.
Is
It
it
says
wrong?
actions.
I feel bad when we don't kill them.
I will give it dim light cover just because like it's the red moon which has precedence on this night. You can barely make them out. Again, spell sniper will overcome that.
Okay, so that guy with the one or like the very low HP is
He
he down
did.
from whatever?
He did, yeah. He died from a magic missile in the face.
Okay, so then I will pick out another one that's healthy.
The one next to it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you can I don't know. I don't know if Laura's like flying close enough to see, but you know it really doesn't matter because you can't really see emotion in his pale white eyes. Even though he's angry, he's incredibly seethingly angry, but he's just like his eyes are just white, so it doesn't really matter. The first one's a non-natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Not naturally, though.
That is 14.
14 damage.
Yes.
Okay, what's your next attack? It's still standing.
Oh, okay. And then I'll roll the second one. And this time it is a 16.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage on that one.
That is going to be a 13.
All right, how do you want to do this to the snow?
The first one, I wanted to try to impale it in the heart, and then
Okay.
the second one, I want to impale it in the head.
Got you. So just like a spike, each one, the dark one hitting in the heart, and you see its energies just drain out of it, and the next spike just glows as it's piercing through its head, almost bisecting it. It glows for a moment, and Laura, you look down, and these spears seem to almost pulsate with seething energy as they dissipate. Chandra, you're almost like Zeus, like just
Just smiting people.
Branwen, you see another two bolt off, and you see it illuminate the gnolls dying in the distance, and you stay up with flanking. You see Branwen just continues to stay next to you, Chandra. Gnoll number 2 is dead. Yeah. Laura, it's your turn.
Hi.
There are 3, 4, 5.
That's okay.
6.
Any of them?
6 left.
Are there any of them not inside the fart?
1.
Guiding bolt to him then.
Okay, this one is the one that is being attacked by him.
Wonderful.
That did quite
You
a good
again.
amount of damage to him.
Here we go.
No, sorry. It's the one that Amari did a bunch of damage to, but didn't kill.
Sorry.
Don't blame me for action economy.
That's
I
a
know.
20 to hit.
That
You
hits.
attacking twice, so.
So that's 7 plus 9. 16 radiant damage up the butt.
16, it dies.
Yep.
Yep, it blows up as the star, as the
I've met
light.
the North Star. Here's the South one.
Wow, this is the second time you've made a gnoll explode.
So that's the one that Amari was fighting?
If it's the one out of the cloud, yeah.
Yeah. So Amari, the gnoll in front of you, just as its face almost filled with light, and you almost assume that this is the same energy that you have in your body, and it blows up, and you are covered in splatter.
Awesome. As we.
That's the end of my turn.
Yes, they're all dead. This is the one gnoll that didn't save. It rolled a fucking 12. It doesn't save again.
I'm sorry. I can claim that.
The one that is inside the cloud runs forward out of the cloud and looks up and takes a shot at you.
Of course.
Because it's not going to run back. It's at the front of the cloud.
Here you go.
It rolled a fucking 3.
Hey!
That ends its turn. Yarvum, it's your turn.
Well,
It's dark, and there is.
I'd say he's within charging distance.
Hey, hothead,
Still
cool
there.
down.
There are no gnolls outside of the cloud at this point.
Oh,
Wait.
question.
Yes.
When I see that
Oh,
all of
wait,
the
let me look
gnolls
at- oh, yeah.
are no longer within the cloud, would I be able to drop the spell?
There are no gnolls outside the cloud right now.
I know. Well, when I see that there's no gnolls
Inside.
outside,
Okay.
would I be able to drop it so that we could get the ones inside, or
Would
would I have to wait for my
It'll be on your
concentration to be
turn
broken?
to dispel this.
Okay.
Yeah, because it died now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah,
so which ones are not in? Which ones are not in cloud?
Everything's
dead
in
ones.
cloud.
How many gnolls are left?
3.
Oh, they're all in the
So
cloud.
you
Yes.
got 3 inside the fart.
There's gnoll
I thought
3,
it was-
4, and 5.
If you hold
Perfume.
your breath, you'll be fine.
Ooh.
He also needs to jump off the 30-foot cliff.
You can make that.
Oh, I was just gonna order.
Just throw a rock at him or something, I
was
don't
gonna
know.
order firebolt until it went
You could,
went
yeah.
away,
So you aim at.
and then I'm gonna aim at the one. Wait, I can't.
You can barely make them out, and they are in like 3/4 cover.
Could I have seen the one that shot at Laura?
60 feet. No.
Okay.
You were 40 feet from the closest one.
Mm.
So that
I
one
will
is
aim.
25 feet away.
Okay, I'll aim. I'll do the ready action on that close one then.
All right, the closest one is the last gnoll in the fog cloud. Like the one in the back of the fog cloud. It is vomiting and is incapacitated.
Having a bad time.
Roll.
Jesus,
It has a
this is
plus
just not their day.
5 to AC just because of the heavy obfuscation.
Is a carrion king like a god or something? What is he?
He's
Yeah, he
yes.
sounds like a jerk.
He is
Definitely.
Wait, he's a dog, right? A
Yes.
big dog? Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Because, like, there's a carrion king in Warhammer Fantasy, and they,
15.
like, got them confused.
15.
No, at 15. No, it's not gonna take. It was just 13.
Yeah, it's no.
Yeah.
That doesn't hit. So
There was squeaky toy
that attack misses. Do you do anything? Do you move?
What? Yeah, I will move. I will move.
Get to the bottom of the cliff.
Yeah, I'll go to the bottom of the cliff.
So
Try to
you
get closer to the action. At this point.
you jump down, you slam your axe into the cliff, and you slide down with it. Roll me an acrobatics check coming down.
What kind of mold do you have?
I'll say you slam it pretty hard into the stone.
Where are you at? There. Acrobatics.
You're good at that.
Well, good because I rolled it. That's 15.
15. All right, so you're gonna take just half damage from the fall.
How much damage have you given yourself
Well, fine.
this game?
God, you're
You take 5
a
points
cartoon
of bludgeoning
character
damage as you
person.
land and hit the ground, and you walk forward about 15 feet. Yeah. So you make it forward, and you're just basically at the back of the line of dead gnolls as Amari is just slicing through them,
Oh.
and people are just exploding left and right. Amari, it's your turn.
So how is the battlefield looking?
So the 2 in front of you are dead.
Someone just stole
So
your
6
kill.
and 7 are dead, and then 4 is dead. So then there's 5 on the next rank, and then in front of him there's 1 left. So there's 2 left on the battlefield, and they're both in the cloud.
Stinking cloud.
Yeah, so
All
you
right.
want-
How far away are they from me?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
And is there anyone non-gnoll in my area?
Like next to you is Otto,
Hmm.
and then right behind you, about 20 feet, is this minotaur that seems to be walking towards you.
Go.
Is it possible for me to walk around the stinking cloud so that I'm no longer within range of Otto?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do that when it looks like it's fine. I'm just going, instead of like being all like blaze of glory, seeing that they're within my range, probably I'm just going to radiant consumption right there.
Okay.
That way, every turn they take 3 points of damage.
Yeah. You're saying outside the cloud?
Yeah, I'm staying outside the cloud.
So these 2 are like the last 2, and there's one at the edge of the cloud, but then to get around the cloud away from Otto, it's a 20-foot cloud, right?
Mhm.
Radius?
Yeah.
So 20 foot, so it's 40 feet.
Oh wait. Let me see. Oh yeah. So it's 40 feet. Almost 30.
Yeah.
So that probably wouldn't work.
So you would want to drop that, yes, right?
Would I be able to do that and then do things? Can I do that?
I'll let you drop it as a free action. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dropping it.
The cloud dissipates.
I'm bolting and doing radiant consumption.
You
Like arms back.
slide
like
next
ninja.
to 3 and 4, 3 and 5,
And I take off the blood-soaked mask for the radiant
Yeah.
consumption.
and you feel the blazing heat just pour out of your body.
And now we have light.
And now you have light. The damage happens at the end, right?
Get on some dramatic lights for when I do my awesome finisher.
Oh, sorry, they knocked mine out. Failed the con save.
I want there to be like,
minute.
what are those lights?
Spotlights.
Spotlights. This is gonna be awesome.
Look at your
I think it's at the end of my turn.
Can you grab me Bolos guy? Thank you.
I believe it's at the end of my turn because I take it as well.
Yes. Let me just double check it. Scourge ASMR.
Because they're within my key range. So I don't really get hurt. If you're getting hurt, don't say
He's basically a god.
Yes, at the end of your turn. So, you see the 2 in front of you take the damage as the light begins to singe the hair on their bodies.
Bad almost.
3 and 3. And you see that 10, like behind the one in front of you, there was one that like was barely holding on and was shaking. And as the light hits it, it basically crumbles into dust.
Fucked
I
up.
know him.
I like that.
Otto, it is your turn. The one that you were attacking, all of a sudden just fades into dust as brilliant bright light appears in front of you, and it's almost blinding you. You can't see the source.
Well, I got
Your eyes adjust with the sunglasses as you see Amari's form is standing in the middle of the light, and she seems to be emanating this divine energy that is destroying that which is in front of her.
Ah, so
What do you
cool. All right. So
There's two left, and they're right in front of you. The cloud is gone.
all right. I'm throwing my net at them.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to stop them right where they are.
so you pull out your net.
Oh, I take a point of damage.
All right. So do I roll a d20?
The d20 adds your. It's a ranged attack.
1.
Okay. You pull off your net and
No.
you drop to the ground as it wraps around you, and you're kind of stuck this round. You use that as a cape.
Oh, this sucks.
Wait, didn't I pull it off like a round earlier though?
You
Yeah.
retcon
Oh,
that.
you
You chose not to do
retcon
that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but
Damn
again,
it.
it's the idea that you roll a 1 and it wraps. You swing a bit too hard, forget to let go, and it.
Then I'm gonna throw a what is it called?
No.
I know. I'm just
Nope.
kidding.
You try to reach out for a dart, and you're like,
Ah, screw it.
that ends your turn. Chandra, it is yours.
Yeah.
The fog cloud dissipates, and now there's light emanating from the hill above.
How far are we now? Like we've been walking just 30 feet over and over.
30 to 60, you're about 180 feet away.
180 feet.
Because you were 245 feet earlier. So,
Okay. I'm just gonna keep throwing spears at whatever is there then.
go ahead and roll for roll for damage. Roll for your attack for the first note.
Roll for damage first. That is a 26.
26 hits, roll for damage.
This is my castle now.
That is, oh my gosh. This is so cool. 14 damage.
14 points of damage. It strikes it through its stomach, and you see it's now bleeding. The second strike goes out. Same one or the one behind it?
Same one. I'm gonna kill.
All right.
However many off we can. That is a 19 to hit.
19 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
That is going to be 11 points of damage.
This one, as it was turning around, you managed to pierce it through the side, and it spins almost, and you get it straight through its snout as it turns facing you. And the light dissipates as it begins to fall and hit the ground.
Did he die?
It is dead, yes.
He is
Should I
killed.
get any more blood on me?
No, this one's the one in front
Okay.
of you. In front of the one in front of you.
All
So,
right. There's
My
one
Ultra Spears are very non-splattery. I just snap them, die.
Okay.
Sear them.
it just
Like
does
that.
damage. It leaves no. It's like whacking someone with a sock and a piece of soap.
That's
That's exactly what it's like.
Caduceus
How
voice.
oddly
That's
specific.
All's had some interesting nights.
So that one's dead. This one's no longer sickened because the cloud's gone. Chandra, that ends your turn. Branwen, it is now yours. Staying with Chandra, you guys walk another 30 feet forward, closing it in. You're 150 feet away. Laura, it's your turn.
Hey, 1 or 2 remaining.
Little help.
1.
I'll let you hit.
I'm stuck.
Oh, is he stuck?
He threw the net, but
Uh,
forgot to let go, and it wraps around his tiny young
Ah.
body.
if this happens wasn't it should.
that's trade duty. That's a job for someone who can lift more than 50 pounds. I haven't done the math, but I'm assuming I probably can. So what I'm going to do is one of the gnolls that's still alive. I'm going to trace an arcane sigil in the air, and he's going to get a tolling bell in his noggin, toll the dead.
Divine.
Ooh.
Or divine magic.
Divine
Remember that?
sigil. Well, it's hybrid.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes. So wisdom saving throw for that gnoll.
Okay, so that one makes a wisdom saving throw. It has not taken damage. It rolled an 18.
Oh, shit.
That's well, he saves, so that's nothing, I'm afraid.
Hey.
But my friend here is you're fucked up, aren't you?
Just a flash wound.
Okay, you're doing fine.
He's pretty far from you two.
It is but a stretch.
How far is he?
You travel down towards
true.
them, so he's actually outside of your dark vision now.
Oh.
Do you, as an arrow cracker, do you have dark vision?
Nope.
Yeah, so you can't see him at all.
But
Unfortunately.
the light
I mean-
is coming from me.
Oh yeah, the light coming from you, but also mixed with the red of the blood moon, he doesn't look that bad. Like he might have shin splints and like minor singeing on his face. It's not that bad.
He's
I've
fine.
been worse.
Then what I'm going to do is, with my movement, go 50 feet towards Sarso's Pierce.
So you flew past them, so you are now basically 100 feet from them.
And I'll use the rest of my turn to shout, "Hello, dears! How you doing down there?"
I would have thought you went, oh, hello!
I'm not going full Doubtfire.
That's what you said you were.
I said McGonagall, and I abandoned that shit.
It sounded like the demo, man.
Oh yeah, I shot down to you. "Hello, dears! Party's full, ain't it?" That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn. The knoll that you attacked, that has taken... Oh, it's right next to you, Amara. It's just going to attack you.
Yeah, bitch.
That's caught, but neither of those numbers are good. Yeah, it didn't roll well.
Yeah.
That's its turn. Yarvum.
How far am I from Otto right now?
Otto, he's about 40 feet in front of you.
Oh, well.
Charge.
So like 600
Well,
feet.
Well,
And the closest knoll is 50 feet from you.
I mean.
You can charge, right?
Oh, yeah, I am. Yes, I
I
am
just want
going
to kill
to.
everything.
Because you didn't get to so many times.
Yeah.
Well,
No, do what you're going
Well, I'm
to
gonna
do.
do
Tara's
is
just
do the
being petty.
well, it might result in. Depending on how this goes, it may result in blood.
That's fine.
What's wrong
Because
with
it's
blood?
gonna do so dashing towards the knoll I see, and with. Do I still? Yeah, I do regular attack.
Yeah, it's when you
Taste
And then do.
But you don't
And do your hammering horns.
No, the hammering no, the Goring Rush.
Okay, going rush.
The hammering horns is only after I make it. Is only after a
That's right.
melee attack. Yeah.
Right.
So
And I don't
go
know if
ahead
that
and
counts.
roll.
And I don't know. I don't know if Goring horns and the hammering horns like stack. Like if I could do that and then.
I mean, hammering horns. Immediately you hit a creature as a melee as part of an attack action on your turn. No, this is not an attack action. It is a bonus action. So very, very specific.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. Gore.
You hear it. And Amara, you look up with your searing, bright eyes, and you see a giant tank of a minotaur just running towards you. Go ahead, roll for your attack with your.
We used to like.
Also, it's
Like
your
I
tag
said,
team
the,
partner.
Oh,
It is
When
unarmed
my
strike.
skin got like silver horns.
I want to bro fist right
Like
now.
silver
but I
caps?
can't.
Bro,
No, like the
Bro
horns
hook,
are
yeah.
Oh, they're just silver.
I just like silver horns and like a mix of white and brown for.
They seem to just glisten
and
and
black
shine.
and then, like this black eyes. This,
That is so cool.
Wow.
Oh my god. That should be a natural 20 all on its own.
It landed up here.
It bounced.
But what's the number?
Failed.
It's a 12,
12
but-
plus.
Yeah, you can take it. It's inside. It's on the box.
I actually don't wait. What is that?
He landed on the edge of the box.
Wait, I'll take a picture
It
and send it.
skipped like a stone. Yeah, Tara, I'll get it to you.
Is it? I'm guessing that's just the strength modifier.
Strength
right?
modifier
yeah,
plus
yeah.
proficiency. You are a fighter, sir.
Yeah, so it's whatever
It
you
says
roll for your weapon.
19.
I'm having such a good
19
time.
hits. Go ahead, roll 1d6 plus your strength.
Oh, hey, I got those ones.
What the what?
So that is a 6.
6 plus your strength?
Go horn. That's with strength.
Okay, so 6 points of
I
damage.
would have 2.
So you pierce into its side, and it doesn't get pushed. Actually, you know what? Roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
Can someone punch a no, please?
Athletics.
Just
check.
want to punch
Oh,
him.
hey.
That's 17.
It manages, as you pierce into it, breaks its legs, and it doesn't. You don't seem to push it. Yeah. Amari, it's your
Wow.
turn.
Yay!
This minotaur runs into your radiant radius.
Alright, cool. I'm just going to attack until I can't anymore.
Okay, so go ahead and give me 2 attacks, 3 attacks.
Okay.
Well, 2 first.
First one misses.
All right, second one. Misses with a what?
Um,
Wasn't a 1, right?
Okay, it was 12.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, 16.
16 hits.
All right. And then should I roll damage?
Roll for damage first, yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's going to be 15 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yay.
This one grabs down. You see the Minotaur's horn is stuck in its body. Its fur is singeing away in your radiant light. And it looks up and you flourish out your first scimitar. It ducks down and you swing at your second scimitar.
I want to sort of plunge it into its stomach
Mhm.
and then flip the blade so that it goes like straight through, and I want just the radiant light of my radiant consumption to burn through its eyes, just like how mine are.
You get the scimitar into its chest cavity, just tilting it up enough that as you push it, it follows the tract all the way up behind its rib cage, and you see the bulging of the scimitar at its neck, and you just begin to focus in on it as the fur begins to peel back and its skin begins to peel back, and you hold it there for a good 10 seconds as you feel burning light hitting your skin. You take 3 points of damage.
Oh my god,
And you just hear the cracking of bone as you pull your scimitar out. Blunt side out, by the way.
Yes.
You just crack, pop its ribcage, and you just drag out so much viscera.
You are
And
disgusting.
Slash it
Oh
down.
my god.
This
And
is why we hang out.
yeah. With that, combat ends.
Look at the last one.
The howling in the distance continues, but you have managed to decimate this pack of this hunter's pack of gnolls.
I'm gonna cast light on the tip of my spear.
All right.
Hey guys, did you see that? Oh, that was amazing.
So, Otto begins to talk to these.
I dropped radiant consumption and put on another mask. This
Yeah.
one's gold with a sort of rubies and stuff around, more of a facial features on it.
Okay.
It's over my face so no one can see it.
So you put the mask on, you pull up your hood again. As you walk over
I'm
to
gonna take this off.
these boys, or are you going down? Like these two begin talking. Yarvin and the Minotaur and your companion begins talking.
So,
I'm gonna look down to see the person who we were going after.
Okay.
And if I can see her.
Flying over to him.
You do not see her and you, Laura, are flying towards them. You two are heading down. Otto and Yarvin, you two are talking. Chandra, you notice this large, massive wingspan, bird-like human is flying towards you. And Branwen, you see that all the gnolls who threatened you are gone, but these strangers are not approaching.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no.
I ready my Eldritch Spears.
Wouldn't put it against you, but
Magic
okay.
Well, if I can get there, then I'll land right in front of him and go, "Hello, how you doing? Rough, good spears, good
I
light."
just looked at the newcomers in the sense, just
oh wait.
thank you.
No problem. So I'm sorry, don't get to meet much of you. Delightful, taller than I expected. I did.
Yeah.
I
Can
thought
I go
this.
get my darts? Alright.
No, it's fine. It's just been a rough night, especially for my companion here.
I'm sorry. Do you need any help? I'm very skilled.
A quick thing, Laura. You do not see the person who was running away earlier. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Were we the ones who saw them running away? Me and
Yes.
Amari. Keep on saying later.
I didn't think that there was anybody in these mountains.
I didn't either.
You were here the whole time.
Us too.
We're not even. Yeah,
I know.
we're not even-
Just adding to it. Adding to the lore.
Can you say that?
Needed rest for the night. We have a kid back there.
Sure, dear. And we could, if you want. I tell you what. Do you want me to go bring the other chums over?
Sure.
Okay. Be back in a jiffy. By the way, please call me. Most call me Laura.
Hey guys, I need some help finding my darts.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to go help him find his darts.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna undo.
Yeah.
I'm used to this
Oh, yeah, yeah.
happening. Like
You-
I just
You
start,
grab one side, you just flick,
Actually,
and he. Oh no, you
Okay,
fly out.
yeah, no, it's like this. They pull it, and then I'm just like this for a few seconds, and I just hit the ground.
Yep.
and I'm just sort of gonna drag him. As
I'm
we go down.
gonna go. I'll go. I guess,
You
pick up the
easily
stone,
find his darts
and then
and
hand
just
it
taking
back.
out of each.
So I just like stand up.
Here.
I'm trying to look cool
and
again.
it's like, here,
So
I believe these are
thank you
yours.
very much. All right, now that this whole thing is over, I don't need to do this ridiculous voice anymore. You guys,
They're
you
easy
all,
now. You're
There's
not
a
back
stage voice.
you
This is
kicked
amazing.
ass.
Name's Yarva.
I am Otto, aka No Mania. Maybe you've heard of me. I'm a pretty big deal back in my hometown.
Unfortunately, that I've never heard that name before.
Unless you
did
came to Assyria, I don't imagine that you have.
Nah, too busy trying not to die.
Look at all these champion belts. You're telling me you never heard of me?
Didn't get to see the fights
do
much.
they look like they're from around here?
I'm on the way back.
Whatever. It's always cool to meet a new fan, even if they don't know they're a fan.
I mean, I'm fascinated with what I've seen so far.
As you guys are talking, you do see Laura kind of fly back over. Chandra and
Laura.
Bran, what are you two doing at this point?
I'm gonna try to grab onto the. You wearing a robe, right? Like a.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to grab onto him and pull him back to
And,
the cave.
Chandra, he might have known this. There was a holy symbol of Decna, a big old silver one hanging on a necklace.
I recognize it because it's such a long memory for Chandra. He kind of doesn't give it a second glance, and it's just been. He's just 100% laser focused on making sure that Bran's okay. So as soon as Branwen pulls on the road, I just follow her back to the cave.
And as soon as I land,
Dude and his cat walks away.
I'll say,
Dude, his cat walks away.
Meow.
I'll land down and go, delightful. You two must be some of Desna's brightest stars. How often you were glowing, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
Laura.
definitely.
Otto.
Otto.
No mania.
No mania.
Yeah. Please tell me you didn't see that last thing with the net.
No.
I know what are you talking about? There was
Okay.
no. I didn't say
Nothing
anything.
happened.
Nicest Minotaur.
No.
Anyways, what brings you around these parts?
Well, you know that delightful structure up to the north? The one full of all the creepy those
Oh
ones.
yeah, yeah.
What were those
You
peaks?
see, we didn't think there'd be any there.
We could have figured it'd be abandoned. That's maybe some knows there.
Hey.
Not.
He was looking to kill the few that were left, and I was looking to take what was left.
I mean, there's a lot less than there were before, so you know,
Indeed,
that's
there are.
cool.
And I saw that you went down the good side.
Aye, that's what I came back to tell you.
Oh,
The nice folks staying in a cave over there said we could come and join them.
oh, that's good news.
Oh,
Did
Could always
happen
use more
to
allies.
See a woman about, and I started
Pretty tall.
describing what I
yeah,
saw.
aye, the green lass. Yeah, didn't see her.
Yeah, did he happen?
She looked pretty. I saw her too. Leave the castle. She looked quite nasty. Not like, bleeding. I imagine she's probably in the cave. The tall blue one said that she suffered.
Do you imagine that the green is part of how she looks?
I would hope so. Otherwise, she
Or-
went in there and got us a lot worse than I thought. I think she's not doing too hot. The taller one.
It is
says
so
that-
hard for me to do an accent with you doing that accent.
If I
Have
may
you heard of
interject,
the Irish Middle East?
right now,
I'm sure there's some group in the region that has
Ooh.
an Irish Egyptian.
I do Irish accents so often. This
Laura
is so
and-
difficult for me not to
You're
do.
an actor, Tara. You got the skills.
wait, I didn't catch your name. What was it?
Yarvan.
All right, Yarvan Laura. I'm giving away my autographs right now, or as I call them, autographs.
And
So
as I'm still holding on to the net, I'm just walking to the cave. So he's
Got the
just like
notebook right here.
his feet are just
Okay.
like moving backwards.
My
You
pencil
guys are
was
talking
broken
to
in my
Otto
pocket.
as Amari is dragging him because he is a tiny man.
Hey,
And
new
I have
fan.
the strength of not poop.
Yeah.
I get Otto's autograph in my notebook, and I thank you in Gnomish.
Ah,
It's nice
You
to meet
are
your
cool.
acquaintance.
I'm fluent.
You guys eventually make it down the hill, taking your time talking to each other. And are you sleeping in your form?
Not
Okay.
yet. No, not with strange people. Are.
You see that the
We're
blue.
not strange.
uh,
They're covered in blood.
When you guys made it back to your area, did you set a fire out, or did you just return to rest?
I would try to do make a fire.
You have materials from the night before.
Yeah.
You set a fire, and you guys come down. You notice that this very tall, now kind of mid-length hair, because you cut it. Blue figure is sitting there on a rock.
I would know what a samsaran is.
You've read about them.
I've been around.
You've not met many. With your travels, even being as traveled as you are, you've not met many of these people, or any at all. This is the first you've met. Many you've read
Quite
of
the
many.
experience.
And you see, kind of standing next to him, kind of on edge, is this large black panther. Around its neck is this branched out piece of jewelry that seems to have this green gem glistening in the firelight. And they both seem to be staring at your band of ragtag misfits.
Oh, Yarvan, you're bleeding out of every pore. Deity, I click around your head and cast Healing Word.
I feel like you're actually using your beak
Yeah,
and clicking.
It's like-
Okay.
yeah.
It's oddly coming.
Hey, you get 8 points.
you should make a chicken noise every 2 sentences.
No, that's my granddad.
Are you doing that?
Whenever I picture your character, I can only think of that one bird lawyer from Futurama, and I know I shouldn't.
I'm going to Chandra sees the 4 people come in and stuff, and immediately he kind of stands up. I'm going to assume that the Gnomes were probably looking for us at this point. And with that,
Looked like they were chasing a green woman, if that sounds familiar.
Is that your injured friend?
I'm not going to say anything on that. You want me to do a deception check or something?
No. Chandra doesn't say anything. He doesn't respond.
Well,
And all I say is, thank you. I don't think I myself would probably be able to hold off all 10 of them, knowing that I have injured friends.
I don't believe that for one bit. You were strong, shooting them off left and right.
Well, only at range, maybe.
Not like they could get to you. But flattery aside, this is a lovely cave.
Actually, with passive perceptions of 15 with both of you, you see the firelight is kind of growing as the flames take hold of the timber that Chandra has put together. Off in the cave, you see the statue of a well-known woman.
Oh shit, that's me.
I feel like a hard thing. I said, "Who
I was
is?"
like, what?
Oh my god.
Sorry,
that's
new
weird.
class, who this?
It looks like she sucks.
Wow.
No, Amara's saying that. I'm not saying Theo sucks.
Now, why would they put like some random art piece in the middle of some
While
random
all
cave?
this is
I'm not
going
gonna
on, I'm just not really paying attention and just like looking at the cave and thinking about how good it is when it comes to sneaking around. I'm assuming that we've been using my method of staying undetected during our nights. All right, so as that's happening, I'm just making a circle in the center, and I'm going to start ritual casting Lehman's tiny hut.
Okay. So, anybody want to come, like, maybe steal some stuff off the bodies of the gnolls? There might be some cool stuff, guys.
I'm sort of like doing a dance with the swords and like little celestial
Take my
marks.
spear. Give me some light.
You almost use the swords as brushes for calligraphy as you carve arcane sigils into the ground, tapping where you need to do punctuation and etching out in your native language just the scriptures that you have learned through the Bardic colleges. And it takes a minute, right?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So they're like doing this thing, I'm just doing my own.
Oh, and Chandra and Bran, you'll notice that when Laura's standing and she gives the spear to Otto, she's got a hunch and then she starts kind of moving around on her legs. Like, it's slightly difficult to stand, but she eventually finds a footing.
Wait, are you coming with me to
Well,
find
I'll
some
stay right
stuff on
here.
the...
but you
Oh, I
can-
don't want to... Anybody else want to come with me? You see, maybe there's some cool trinkets.
They
I'm
were
fine.
gross. I don't think that they would have much on them.
Grabbing your darts, you saw that maybe like all what they used to attack you with was all they had.
Oh.
But,
Well, I just wanted to see. Maybe they had something cool.
There'll be plenty of. I'm sure there'll be plenty of cool stuff
inside.
Oh, yeah,
But
you're
for
right.
now, we should probably rest.
In any case, with my thanks, I would like to say that my name is Chandrasekhar. It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I do question, though, what your motives are in these mountains. These are dangerous mountains. The gnolls increasingly loud and ever furthers.
Well,
God said gnolls are bad.
to be honest, I was headed for treasure. Through here and beyond. Me and my partner. But beyond that, didn't know there would be any gnolls at all. Thought it was abandoned, practically.
And you two?
Oh, our god hates gnolls.
We were told that there was some big evil happening. I think we found it.
Him too.
Big
Seems,
evil.
seems the
Very good.
gnolls worship someone that. Since it seems their deity and my deity don't really get along well, so
Isn't that
I'm
always the way?
kinda going there to wipe out as many as I can.
Well, the four of you do seem very capable in a fight.
This is
That's
our
true.
first time meeting them, by the way.
Hey,
I literally
They
don't
didn't-
know them.
Didn't even know they were here.
Understand.
All of a sudden, it's daylight.
hey. Sorry about that.
Doesn't.
Didn't know you were there.
It's okay, I do that too.
So we're pairs.
Hey.
As 10 minutes pass and you finish talking, Amari, you all see what colors it's not the sphere, right?
It is a.
It's a hemisphere.
It's the sphere. Okay, so it's the one that you can choose what color in the exterior. Okay, you make it like stone-like, sand-like.
Yeah, sort of like sand-like.
Okay.
And I've got it sort of near a wall so that it looks like it might be like
A
sort
mound.
of fallen or
Okay.
something.
Sand dune.
Yeah.
As she talks, she finishes her ritual, and this mound of what looks like sand-like substance begins to grow up onto the wall in this 10-foot diameter away from the wall. She is now no longer visible. You're inside sphere. You cannot leave.
Mhm.
Did you tell anyone that they can come in?
I didn't say anything. I just started doing my daily ritual. So,
Okay. So
I'm
Otto, you know that this is basically a protective place of like rest that your companion has been casting on a daily basis every time you've traveled outside of the cities.
Could I try to figure if I know what this is?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
I'm doing this while I'm like the whole conversation is going on too.
8. No, you can't tell.
Hey, anyone want to arm wrestle with me?
That's what he says.
No. You break me in half.
You look like a good challenger.
So I'm not sure about what all of you have planned for the night. I say from inside the orb. But I'm going to stay inside my tiny hut.
She does this a
And
lot.
if you want to go in, I give you permission. Is that a thing? Do I like say you can go
Yeah,
in?
you can choose who comes and who goes.
Mhm.
You can command the dome to be any color, and you can change the lighting inside to dim lit or dark. And the outside is any color you choose, but it's transparent from the inside. Yeah, I'm gonna say you can talk outside.
As soon as that happens, I'd ask her, could we hear the gnolls from inside that hut?
I could hear you right here. Can I hear him right there?
You can hear him, but you hear the howling of the gnolls seem to be muffled inside.
It only seems to have a certain range when it comes to far off noises. It makes sleeping a lot easier.
Sounds perfect.
Perfect. If that's the case, I'm gonna turn to Bran. I think you should take her up on her offers and go inside and rest.
I'm going to nudge you towards the tent as well. Try to headbutt you towards it as well.
I'll come along. Yes. Thank you for your hospitality. And I'll walk inside.
You see the panther and Chandra disappeared into this mountain of sand.
Real? Might just well go inside. See how long the water is.
Yeah. Good experience.
I'll keep watch
Technically-
outside.
Goodness, you're invited to.
It's basically like a 20-foot circumference, not circumference, diameter sphere. So it's fairly nice and spacey. Enough for your wingspan, because your wingspan basically is your height double on each side. Yeah.
How tall are you?
5 feet.
It's a 20-foot wingspan.
10 feet.
So
20 foot.
20-foot wings. Like,
20 foot?
yeah, because it's 10 on each side.
10 on each side. Right.
When it's folded up, it's fine, but like it's when it's
Albatross got big
You
wings. Yeah.
haven't seen me yet.
I know.
No, that's not
Let's not fly inside.
with Laura and
5'10".
Yarvam inside, it gets a bit snug because Yarvam is also considered a large creature for other purposes.
nice.
Chandra, how tall are you?
6'8".
Alright.
I think it's all this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like
How tall is
I'm 6'2".
Yeah,
2
like
foot
it's
everything.
weird. This toothpick of a man is taller than all of you. Like the Minotaur, that you're used to being the tallest person. You look up at like 5 inches above you. You're like,
This is what it's like to be the short one in the group.
It's like they stretched you out and then turned you blue and then shaved you.
So everything changed.
Yes.
coming into this space, it's temperate. The climate is much more manageable. The floor is soft with sand, and the howls in the distance that you've been dealing with for the last essentially nearly a week now are muffled. Amari, knowing and understanding the constraints of the spell, It almost feels like there's some magical effect that the howls have been amplified by, which is why they've had such a negative effect on those who enter the night. You haven't been affected by it because you've been staying in the sphere, but in the hut. But for it to be this muffled in the hut, it is something to weaken those who approach.
Now, I got a question, dear, and I hope you don't take it to too much offense. But your friend, the one I saw running, if she's injured, I'd like to help. I'm a healer by trade.
She's exhausted. The blood was not her own. I checked.
Well, that's good then. Will she be with us?
I'm just kind of silent and then sticking as close to Branther as possible. And then just kind of like try to feel out as much as possible whether or not Bran would want me to reveal her specifically.
Bran, do you give off any sense at all?
This is Josie just having so much fun. Yeah. I can tell that the howls are less in here.
Mhm.
I'll drop Bible shape.
You, as Chandra kind of looks over to this panther, you see her necklace begins to glow for a moment as the skin begins to almost shift as she curls up, and the fur recedes back, and the cloak becomes this sandy, golden hair. As the figure you saw running before, you recognize the cloak, the mantle in which she wears. She comes out of it wearing this lion's head cloak, and inside you see the shimmer of what seems like snakeskin leather. And you see her standing there before you, a half-orc woman.
I'm being exhausted.
I smile as much as a beak can smile.
The exhaustion hits you, though. As soon as you drop the form, you see her eyes sharp for a moment, but as soon as the yellow eyes of the panther leaves them, they fade, and she drops to her knees.
Oh, dear.
Unless you could help with her exhaustion, I think she would just need some rest.
Well,
As it is quite late, and all of you should probably get some rest as well, before we try to see how we would go our ways in the morning. Yes? My eyes are completely open as well. I'm just like gonna stare. I'm just gonna sit down and start staring at you guys as you guys sleep.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I mean, always good to have someone on guard.
I feel
Was that your
fine,
role?
so I can take first watch if that's the things that we do.
By the way, you can't step outside the hut.
Well, I could look,
You can't, yeah. I'm just saying,
just like tilt my head.
Hey, what does the interior of the hut look like?
It's circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just like a giant circular dome.
You know, like Green Lantern style, where they make the hard light.
oh yeah.
It's kind of like that.
But there'd be like chairs.
No, that's something different, man.
Can't really ask for anything else. So it's basically
Eventually, it'll be really cool.
basically just a dome.
Yes,
Like,
but it's impenetrable.
there are windows.
No, but it's completely see-through
It's
from the
true.
inside.
So you can see everything. It's entirely invulnerable. Nothing can get in besides us.
Okay, that's cool. I'm keeping watch outside.
Okay, so Otto is actually sitting outside.
Well, I'll make you notice.
All right, so
I pull out a telescope because I have one of those
Yep.
just to keep watch. Because even though we got rid of the
Knowles.
gnolls, there could be more.
Okay.
Hopefully not,
So
because they'd be scared of me.
You say that to yourself outside, and you're like, yeah.
I am the hype.
it echoes, hype, hype, hype.
But from the outside, you hear the howling of the gnolls immensely filling the air. something you're used to at this point. You just kind of keep an eye around. A lot of mountains around. It's hard to get like a good vantage, especially with your height. So you're really just getting like a good look at like 100 feet away at the next wall, and you kind of keep your eye scanning. Give me a perception check.
All right.
Branwen, as you kind of collapse from exhaustion, do you say anything?
5 plus. What do I do for
Perception. So it's perception is it's alphabetical. So look where perception is.
perception?
So it should be
Is
your
2. 2 plus 5, which is 7.
All right. You take a look around. You don't see anything tonight, but we'll let you know when the next shift goes.
I'm gonna start working out then.
Before I fall asleep, I'm going to say to her, because we saw them together, I would not advise you to remain outside the hut and then pass out.
All right. Well, I'm just doing sit-ups outside.
Gonna send message.
Okay. No magical spell can pass through the hut.
Neato.
You can just say something.
Can someone?
But I have spells for that.
I don't need to talk to him. I have text.
I would like to dimension door over there.
Yo,
you could just walk
you know what you're
over
doing?
there.
You're going, Otto, get inside. And I was like, I'm 5 feet away from you.
Well, I'm lazy.
So
It
you
says a
tell
lot
Otto.
about our society.
My voice is tired.
What?
Maybe don't stay out there for too long.
Good grief. I was only trying to keep watch, but okay. I was only trying to. I was only. Just let me in the fucking house.
You walk in. You see that most of them have the Minotaur
I'm growing up
half orc have settled down.
I want to do one thing. Before I go to bed, I will see Branwen collapse and look down and look back at Chandra, look down and go, oh, really? Hold a clawed hand on her body, and little like spider strands of light connect the tears in your robe and start repairing, casting mending on any portions of your clothes that are fucked up. And I will look to Chandra and say, I saw the rest of them go in.
Appreciate it.
I
I will start like kind of like making sure that Brand's like settled well and kind of comfortable.
won't say anymore because I know you're, or rather I see you're in a rough state. But thank you for the hospitality. It's greatly appreciated.
Hospitality is all hers. The hut is hers.
Well, you gave us the cave. That's not bad.
And then I kind of look at Bran a little bit as she mentioned the cave, and I was like, I guess.
Don't worry.
Theo
dear.
was the one who found the cave.
No.
So you're welcome.
Theo.
And you're welcome.
Don't worry, dear. Stars will guide us to better places. I know it.
You're just
Saying that's the wrong person. the star maps guy.
Yeah.
And then I kind of I bring out my kind of star map, and I show him the symbol of like it's pretty much kind of Desna, Pharasma, and Sarenrae kind of melded together in a symbol. It's like the goddesses are with me. At least the star shards are.
With me as
Understand?
well. I'm going to get some rest. Have a good night. Please. Please do. And then I will curl up into a ball in the center of his curl up.
Okay.
Aw.
So we're both.
So like it's a minotaur
It's
is
not-
the nest
I'm
of the bird.
Yeah, because I'm growing
Yeah.
a ball as well.
The Minotaur is the
This
nest.
is how we
I
sleep.
wouldn't be able to cast sending from here, right?
Yep.
No spells can pass through.
Understand?
If not, I could wait for morning. It's just she likes to.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Does sending travel, or is it just like open up a channel to another spot?
Well, he wouldn't let message, and that seems like it's very similar to sending. So I'm assuming
You can send a message across any distance, even to another plane of existence. The target is on a different plane. There's a 5% chance the message doesn't arrive. I'm going to say it can because it's not like you're opening a channel. It's you putting a message out there, and it just kind of goes into its own like pocket travel and just dissipates and appears to them. So yeah, I'm going to say you can do sending. Message is directly like it has a you need line of contact.
Yeah.
With them.
Alright.
So you send a message in.
Yeah, just a simple like, hey, I'm okay. Don't want you to worry. Met some new people. Staying safe.
Safe. That is
15.
I got 14.
How many do I have?
You have another 11.
Yeah.
You pooping?
No.
Give it a
Sorry.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
You have 3 more.
I love you.
I love
Oh, no.
And
Dang, 25 words. Need perfect tweet.
I'm
Twitter
gonna
text
send that over
limit be
to my
like-
girlfriend.
And when they limited sending to 25 characters instead of 50, it was
Beautiful.
bad Twitter joke.
Did you ever send me anything?
Huh?
Did you ever send me anything for this?
Nah, because I'm a poopy face who didn't come up with a proper backstory.
Okay, so did you tell me about the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was in person, right?
Yeah, that was in
It's
person.
okay.
Okay.
I wrote mine.
Did I ever tell you about the BFL?
Oh, I'm still trying to finalize.
Like, do you want-
She's within this realm, right? Within this continent, right?
Yeah, she's in the capital city.
Yeah, Rosaria.
Katapesh?
Yeah.
Rosaria.
Oh, Syria.
Yeah, I'm northern. Bitch.
You
Fuck,
hear.
I'm super northern.
I'm from the.
I'm glad to hear you're safe enough. Please, just stay out of trouble. Again, I know you know how to do this. And make sure that one you've been with stays quiet. Tends to make trouble. Good night.
You pooping?
You pooping?
Send this 3 times, but I don't feel like
Just
it.
like a back and forth, like, I just want. No, you hang it first.
Yeah, I was no, you hang up.
You think, well,
And then she,
Honey, you're the one casting this.
Yeah, I
spell.
was like-
You hang up first.
the girlfriend says,
No.
I literally have to hang up.
Yeah.
Did you mention me?
Oddly,
You're
yeah.
asleep.
I can't sleep.
Otto always knows when someone's talking about him.
He's like that roommate. Like he's like Josh Gad in the book of. Oh my God! Sorry.
wait.
What?
The book of Mormon Gad.
Our gods told us to go over here and
We are Mormons.
Oh, I want the Carrion King to start singing Hasadeg Evil Eye right now.
and I believe.
Yeah, no, I just wake up. It's like, hey, did you
Do you
mention
guys
me?
have visible cleric symbols or holy symbols?
Oh, I've got no.
I don't know, but got a lot of
don't have any
championship
cleric
belts.
stuff on me. I'm
Or
like
rather, holy
You
symbols.
hard.
don't.
Oh.
Do you? Or
Is it quarterstaff?
It was
I'm
the
talking like
picture of the mug.
or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
that's
yeah,
right.
no, I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the mug on the here
on the hammer. Right?
on the hammer. I have a mug of.
You
my god.
recognized the holy symbol of Caden Caleb
Yeah.
on his doom belt.
God.
Yes, I am.
Do you know how tight our gods are?
Oh.
You're- All your gods.
Those are literally bad.
Yeah.
But we
the night,
don't like it to us.
the night comes to a close as you all
Cometh.
lay down to rest. Chandra, you
Our gods
kind of
banging.
are able to keep a less vigilant watch and allow yourself to doze off a little bit more. And
I'm also just gonna be kind of very protective of Bran. As I'm,
I can imagine you kind of in lotus position, just sitting with
Yeah.
her, kind of resting next to you.
and then I'll also while doing that though I'll try to keep as much like casual vision with them four in my purview, so I can at least see. Not fully trusting them though.
Kind of opening up the star charts and keeping them open just so that you can allow your eyes to scan. Luckily, without pupils, it's easy to watch others without them noticing you watching them. Except every time your eyes are open, everyone kind of glances over, looks away, just because it's very unsettling.
I'm fine.
You're fine. But, I mean, anyone who's unsettled by anything could be unsettled by the
If anyone's ever
pupilless
been
man.
unsettled by anything ever, they are unsettled now.
Yeah.
But Tweety
It's
is
like-
fine.
I've had
But you notice
I
something
face to death in a fight.
something odd on the
I
star.
lend him some sunglasses.
Noticing something odd in the star charts as everyone has finally settled down. These are ink and pen and paper star charts that have been mapped out over time. You see suddenly 3 stars vanish from it. As the charts begin to shift. And you see stars from all different edges of the dome. 4 move in to replace the ones that went missing.
Oh.
And you look up the transparent dome, and you see glistening in the zenith of the sky right now. Seven stars shining in a different constellation than they used to. Some have disappeared, and one stray star, an 8th star, far off in the distance, flickering.
I want to try to. I haven't, of the 3 gods that or deities that I've aligned myself with throughout the years, I want to try to see if I can speak with any of them really about this. I would think that the star charts would mostly focus on Desna, and I would see if I can make sense of any of it.
You close your eyes. One who doesn't sleep and one who doesn't dream. You know that one of the ways to reach out to Desna as a deity is to enter into her domain. As she, known as the Tender of Dreams, is a shepherd of those who align themselves within her favor. Will give guidance through that. And you try. Can Samsarans not dream?
Samsarans can dream.
Okay.
Just
They don't
yeah.
have to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me a religion check. As you, for the first time in a couple of days, close your eyes for sleep.
Can I be some kind of focus?
The DC is a little easier because you're.
There's a 23.
Whoa!
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
Um,
The bird's dream of
Oh no,
Ah.
22. Sorry.
roll me a D100.
Is that a thing?
200?
D100?
This
So-
is 2d10s.
So you take this one, and it represents the 1s digit, and this is the 10s digit. So it's like
That is a 5.
95.
It's a 5.
5.
Sleep takes you almost instantaneously. And you find yourself standing on the bow of a ship in the ocean. And flying above you is Laura.
Yeah.
And she lands next to you. And Laura, you are now in the stream as well.
Dear.
You know that you're in the dream. And you know that this is how you commune with Desmond. And you stand, this is the first time that you've been on the ship with Chandra, as he stands next to you.
I just put my clasped hands up to my beak and go, "You're doing it, dear. Keep going.
No,
I won't say anything. Just keep going.
The sun
I'm so proud of you."
in the distance is in its setting position, and moments pass as it dips into the water, and the last bits of Saren Ray's light diminishes from the sky, and suddenly, almost in a flash and a wave, stars populate the sky. And the constellations shift, and you notice what seem like wings filled with stars, the moon, flutter off the skyscape and flies towards you. An emissary of Desna, known as the Night Monarch, now stands before you, ready for your communion. You guys have the chance to ask 3 questions.
Each?
No, together.
Okay.
Did you have anything to ask?
You go first.
My star charts, they've always been in pen, in ink and paper, and yet they shift, disappear, appear. What is the meaning of the three stars, the grouping of 3 stars that disappeared on my charts?
The wings flutter, and you hear the voice of the goddess speaking out. All of us tell our prophecies in different ways. Some of mine are through dreams, but for those who will change the world, they are written in the stars. You are all fate touched. You will all touch fate and change it. Sadly, that which is written is not always permanent. As stone can be sundered, stars can die. The beauty of the world is that it brings others to you. Stars that went dim, the lights of your friends in this world. They have been extinguished, devoured by an insatiable hunger. But there are others. Ones who heed my call. It is not about life and death all the time. Dreams can change the world.
Go again. 2 for you.
I kind of, while the spiel was going on, I kind of turned to Laura, kind of knowing a little bit of what he said, and also that friends line kind of really pangs a very searing pain in his heart. Turns back to Laura. I'm fairly certain I'm actually not sleeping and just unconscious because I am unable to sleep. So this dream thing is very, very new to me. allow me some time. Allow me some time to gather my thoughts for the third question,
Of course.
if you want to take.
Of course. Gladly.
You've seen the Night Monarch many times in your dreams, never spoken to it directly, just following its path. Desna has given you many non-verbal prophecies. This is your first communion.
I'll just shuffle forward. Try to spread my wings out as far as they can go. Yeah. To be quite honest, not prepared. Many questions, several, running through the mind, narrowing them down. 5, 2, 4, 6, 5, 1. One question. One and only. Will I be the only one that can go to the stars? Or can I take others with me to see it for themselves?
The wings fold and open. The stars are my domain. And as one of my shepherds in this world, you may lead a flock there.
Tell me, dear, if you're still thinking, what are you thinking about? Maybe I can help you figure out the question.
The other instance of that really caught my eye of my star charts, the new constellation. 7 of them. 7 stars and then an 8th that flew flickering away. I want to make sense of that as well, especially since this is new. I accept the light, the dark, I accept life and death, and this, now that I feel so connected with all of these people and having them ripped away, I need to know. I need to know before it happens again. What is the meaning of this new constellation? What is the meaning of the new constellation?
The wings fold, and they open again, and the constellation that you saw appears. As I have said, the prophecies that I tell come in many forms. The greatest heroes become constellations. As the wing unfolds, you see different constellations appear across the night sky, connected with strands, making out their shapes, making out the different heroic forms. The mighty bear, the archer, the swan. This is yours. As the 7 stars begin to grow and shine, not yet taken form, a prophecy still to be enacted. You're all growing. You're all changing. The 8th. To seek that. Seek what you have lost.
If the stars are heroes, one of them must be another hero.
Yes. I've been one before, but yet I still stay. those don't have their fate acknowledged that recently, without purpose.
But if one is fated, means they haven't met their fate yet.
Regardless, I thank you for your answers. Ponder upon them.
You look up,
As I,
and the flapping monarch wings have already faded back into the skyscape, and you see the sky is now still. The water, the waves below you are now still. As you see behind you many different small boats, each one with a lantern, each one a person is on their knees or standing or in a different position of prayer. Some bald monks in the monasteries to the far east. Some of them are just simple children who are praying before their night's sleep. Each one a different worshiper of death, offering up their hopes and dreams to the goddess in her worship. You've seen this many times. You have been part of this parade.
I kind of look at Laura and be like, I will take my leave then. Rest well. My thoughts will keep me company. And then I try to wake myself up.
That would be awkward if it doesn't. It's like when you say
You
goodbye.
look down, Laura, and you see
Yeah.
all of a sudden standing on the ship. You and Chandra now separate, and he's on his own boat. Guided forward. And Chandra, you close your eyes to try to wake up, but you only find sleep this night. A blessing from the goddess.
I'll look around, just delighted. Flare the wings out and then go straight up as high as I can.
This vision of the sea dissipates. And you find yourself soaring from high above the clouds, above the ocean, above the world. You just keep flying and flying.
I suppose that this would be the way that I exit the dream, and I just
And you see yourself getting closer to the stars. And as you reach out to touch it, your eyes open and it's day. Chandra, you awaken and it's daytime. And you both look around, and everyone is beginning to rouse from their sleep. As Branwen, this night, a powerful rest takes you. And you feel all this exhaustion just melt away. As you dreamt of yourself in the fields at home, and a small butterfly lands on your shoulder. For a moment, you forget about the friends you've lost, but you only remember your childhood with your father, your brother, your stepmother. They're all there, and you play. And the dream is good. You awaken without fatigue, without exhaustion. But just before you awaken, you see your friends. The image of them in the last moments that you saw. Thea, Ben, Ari, Tordek, Ryza, Yomi. Every single person you met along the journey here. You're reminded of this, the loss. And you turn and you see Chandra, Yaku, behind them, these new beings, these new people that you've met the night before. You might not remember their name yet, but your eyes open,
Probably can't pronounce mine.
and you look around. You see those who are around you. And remember that Yaakov is still out there, going to get help. With that, we'll call that to next session.
Woo! Yeah.
Ooh.
Good game. Fun to always
Let me
play a new guy.
Thank you for anyone who's watching. We'll pick this up. Hopefully, not another 3 weeks later. Maybe soon. Hopefully sooner than that.
Hopefully sooner.
But
Hopefully.
oh, happy birthday, Josie!
Yes!
Yes.
Happy birthday,
We will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching the stream.
See ya. Oh, so fun. I loved it today.